Yeah.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. So when we last left off, you guys had gone to Tell's place, gotten the rundown of what's going on there, met Dorian, the newest acquaintance to the party. I'm not really sure what his relationship is yet. Um, and in the last few moments, given Tell the Egg of Lore for her to identify, which is right where we left off.
Oh shit. Yeah, she was gonna tell us what the fuck this thing is. And then cliffhanger.
By busing, she doesn't even know.
Well, she's not gonna know the entire thing. I doubt.
So,
Alright.
how much do you all know about this already?
Well, it was of myth and lore, and this thing has the power to create, I believe. This one, at least. And there's two of them. One of the heart, and then one of this.
Yes, they were created or owned by unclear. The lore is ancient, by the figure known as Lore, who is either a god, a demigod, or maybe just a spirit. Who knows? He might not have existed, and they just named these things after him. They're supposedly world makers, with the heart controlling what is, and the egg controlling what could be. You hold the egg. More directly, the egg controls mist. Do you know what mist is?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh
Yes.
yes.
I mean, we've run into it, but if you if you're like some kind of expert on the mist, then
I
please by
wouldn't
all
say
means
I'm an
tell us things
expert.
we don't know.
It's fate made manifest. What the word?
Ah.
Yes, the world is the world is twisted by mist because the world is always in flux, always changing. Beings are twisted by it and made abstract. Parts of themselves, their wants, their hidden desires, their aspects are made literal. They're forced into physicality. It is often they are often unrecognizable because, well, we are our intentions and wants are often unrecognizable to ourselves. That said, this can be uncomfortable. When beings reject those changes, it puts them into conflict with aspects of themselves. Conflict which lingering mist in the body often turns to pain or discomfort. The egg can bend mist and fate alike, for the two are one and the same. That said, to the untrained, likely it would only give minor abilities to control fate. In game terms, it would give you rerolls. Maybe some minor, like, ability to control or move mist, but that would be unpredictable. That said, results can be unpredictable. It exposes one to both of these things gradually, so the wielder would have to have a strong sense of self.
Hey guys, I almost got bit by a fucking red ant.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I couldn't get the fuck out.
That could have sucked.
The timing is really funny.
I know this is like a really important scene, but I'm like, it was huge. I killed it.
Oh.
It's fine. Okay. So back to the really important.
Actually,
lore
while we're
business.
off topic, quick message to Jordy. I might have to get off earlier tonight, and this might be a thing from now on because of my job.
Sure thing. Hopefully soon we'll be able to move to the weekends.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
But regardless, continue.
Well, I've opened it up to you
Alright.
Oh.
So
Well, would it
It's Echolore is actually real.
this I might want to talk about my experiences with it then, because at first it scared me, but
it scared you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you saw what happened when I unattuned to it. We've only seen the terrifying things it can do when...
I don't know, Della. To me, it kind of seemed like you were obsessed with it.
I mean, yeah, I was... This thing... When I attuned to it, it seemed to have a... I don't really
What?
know how to describe the experience, but... It was unlike any other magic item I've ever
You
tuned to.
coughing up the mist.
But
You coughing up the mist was very concerning.
that was very concerning.
We didn't really play with that. Oh, so but the mist is not attracted to it, right? It's not a beacon. Tell?
Not really. At least I don't think so. I can't exactly give you the specifics on a thing like this. It's very old, very weird.
Okay, thanks. So it can bend reality in a sense. Can it
No,
break
it
curses?
it doesn't really affect what is. Remember that. This one affects what can be. It's fate. You can bend the future. That said, because mist is destiny and fate made manifest, then it can control that.
No?
Right.
But if everything can be changed, if the entire world in existence is constantly in flux, what can't it change?
Likely that would depend entirely on the power of a wielder. In the hands of mortals like yourselves, you would be able to change things that a mortal can change. In my hands, I am severed from fate, erased from its ledgers. I couldn't use this thing if I wanted to. In the hands of a god, could probably reshape the world entire.
What if you hand it to a
No
god?
wonder.
I feel like there's different questions.
No wonder everyone and their mother's after this thing.
Yes, but like I said,
Well, nobody and their mother believes in this thing.
like
We're
I
the
said,
only ones who
it's dangerous.
had contact.
You use it, you expose yourself to its power. You can't just pluck the strings of fate without getting your fingers dirty, as it were.
More often that those who play the music often dance with it too as well.
That's why if you are to wield it, you must have no misconceptions or no doubts about both your ability to wield it and yourself. The reason animals and lower life forms are so often only slightly affected by the mist is because they exist in a constant state of survival. They are what they need to be, and they do what they need to do, and they have no misconceptions about it. It's only when idiots like us with dreams of grandeur hold it and are touched by it that we are affected.
The nature of the sense of self. How fickle it can be.
So, should we, so now that we have it, it's just, there's too many possibilities. Like, should we destroy it? Should we, keep it forever and
And
ever?
good luck
hoard it?
destroying it.
We can destroy it.
Oh,
No,
that's
there's no way we're destroying this
It's a
thing.
pillar of creation. You
And I'd
are
say we
strong
could
enough.
destroy it if we wanted to.
or if you could, what would happen
Well,
if
do
you
we
did?
give it to proper people who can protect it or anything like that? I mean, I would love to keep it.
It depends
but-
on
If you wanted,
who
I
you
could hold
consider
it.
proper
There
people.
are a few safer places than
No,
my
fuck
vault.
off. We're good.
I'm offering.
Nope.
You know I'm not one of the
It's
few
an
peop-
offer. We'll discuss it. Thank
I'm
you.
one of the few people who can't wield it. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
that is
knowing that you're
very
one of the
true.
few people who can't wield it would make it a very comforting place to keep it.
Of course,
But-
that is if none of you want to use it. The ability to change
Well,
the
I
future
mean-
as you desire. It would be hard to resist.
I know I'm not part of your group, but no, you can't
Here,
find a
how
bard
about
out
we
there.
just put it in
So-
the hat for now, and then we'll talk about how we
Carter,
discuss. What's Carter
You're-
this? We've been keeping it in my hat for years. I mean, for not a year, no,
been
months.
keeping
Now
in
you
the hat for months.
feel
We've
like-
been indecisive about this for months. You heard what Tell said. The only way one can safely wield it is one who knows they can wield it. One who knows that what they're doing with it
Stella, if you think
is
you can
without
wield
any
this thing,
doubts.
it is. Stella, if you think that you can wield this thing, it is the most impossible thing I have ever heard you ever say.
If there's one thing I know about me,
Is that you don't
And
know
this-
what you want.
and Stella is going to take off. Stella's going to take off her magic item. The headband of intellect.
Which one?
I
You
will
have the most.
fireball.
You have to specify. You have the most magical items of the party.
Stella's taking off the headband of intellect.
Okay.
I will fireball you, Stella, if you touch this thing and try to use
No one
this.
is casting fireball in my house.
There's one thing I know about myself. Is that I never have any doubts about myself when I'm fucking stupid.
Nope.
No, you
I'm
did.
not sure if that's exactly
did.
how that kind of thing works.
Carter stands on the table and kind of puts himself over the fucking egg of lore. Do not touch it, Stella.
You did.
You want to know what I'm going to do with it or not?
I don't care what you're going to do with it. It doesn't just belong to you. You can't
You
just
want
go doing.
Velistrom back or not?
Velistrom, we have so many different ways to get back
Fuck.
Velistrom.
I'm gonna start taking notes of this as this gets even more interesting.
We
Listen,
don't need you to die
Dorian
over this
standing in
either.
the background like,
listen to me. What I do with my body is my choice. If this thing
Dude,
kills me,
Do
so
you
be
have
it.
no? Do you have anyone else in this world that's going to care about you? Do you have anyone else that is going to miss you if they knew you died? You have to think about these type of things too. If you have even a drop of somebody left in this world who might care that you die, do not play with items meant for gods.
Look, I don't want to step into an argument here, but one
Especially when
thing
it's being
should be
played this
remembered. Have you all encountered creatures twisted and created by the mist?
Of the mist?
Yes.
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 Then you would
Oh
know
yeah.
that death is not what's on the line here. And in some cases, if you have deceived yourself enough, death might be a kinder option. Remember, this thing is incited by indecision, insecurity. If you don't know who you are, who you want to be, it will burn you to the ground.
I don't think having doubts about yourself is as quite easy as it might sound. So take it from someone who's lived for quite a while. I have quite many things I change. I still question about myself. Very few can say without a doubt they know who they are for a fact. Absolutely no doubt. No insecurity. Be quite careful about that. And I see that with the utmost care.
I think we can all agree. I'm staying well away from that thing, if that's the case.
No one's going to use it, Stella.
Carter.
I'm gonna put it back in my hat. And it's going to stay there until
You have
Till
already
we
used
have
the
a
hat
way.
in this day, so you can't just remove it from a conversation like that.
Stella doesn't know. So I just place it in my hat. Not like using the magical portal to open up the dimension.
Stella, you have enough
I-
passive perception to see.
It's just in the hat.
Carter,
It's in the hat, but you have enough passive perception to see it just sitting in the
Yeah.
hat. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wopskew. It's a monk. They do this.
It's a monk.
It's
I have the
fine.
highest
I
passive perception
understand.
of the party.
It's cool. I
Hello?
understand.
Oh, it's music.
I will still Eldritch Blast you back into reality.
We are not starting a fight in my house, for the love of God.
There is the smelly practice room with your friend.
What?
Remember, you Velistrom was rotted and you put him in, and there was nowhere else to put him, so we put him in the practice room.
Yeah, we're not using the practice room till like
Well, it's the
that
only
situation's
place.
handled.
Well, there's two places for you to fight: the haunted woods or the sneaky practice room.
We're not fighting because it's not happening. Because Stella knows I don't give a shit right now. This shit is not happening. You're not using it at all. You need to start thinking about more than just yourself, Stella.
So if I were to,
Maybe you
I know
need to do
this
the
is getting,
same.
I know this is getting quite heated, and you mentioned about using it to bring it back, but I'm not sure that would be a great idea to use. How you had yet to even use quite a lot to, bring someone back from the dead.
And how do
I'm
we
just
know
saying.
it's not going to corrupt and control Velistrom? What if it's not going to turn it? What if he turns into a huge, grotesque monster?
I'm not saying to straight up use it for resurrection.
I'm just saying that
What are you
Obviously,
saying then?
I'm saying using its power to help us safely navigate the Mage's Bane Temple might not be a bad idea.
No. Because it doesn't help navigate anything. This thing is created by. This thing creates mist. It helps
This
transform.
thing
No,
helps. This
It
thing
lets you-
alters
It lets you
fate.
alter fate. So if you were fated to fail something, you could change that. Theoretically, it can help anyone with anything. And by the way, I feel like I've given it the wrong sense. It's not like you use it once, oh, now you're immediately affected as though you had been subsumed by the mist. No, it's going to be a slow process that only happens if you continually use it a lot.
which, if you were intended to use it in Mage's Bane, I'd say you'd use it at least a couple times.
By the way, in game, what it is one person can be attuned to it at any given time. It grants them one reroll per day. That's right now. That's all it does.
It's. Yeah. It's basically a free inspiration point.
And any abilities otherwise unknown are unknown clearly.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't take. I can tell you I have more than a couple stories about people using powerful artifacts and it going wrong, and using powerful artifacts and it going right. That's just the way of the world. So you all must make that kind of decision for yourselves. What?
Do you maybe have any
That being
advice?
done.
You seem to be a good voice of reason here.
As you might know, this is a little bit out of my depth. But this way I can, if I were to say something, I'd say, for anything, even if you aren't going to use it, this goal you are seeking out is very important to you all, and I think you all need to remember that. You argue and fight too much over just this one decision, you won't even make it even to that first step. Came here together for this goal. Don't let this new information break you.
Right. If everyone is really that insistent on me not using it, I'm fine with that.
I'm sure your friend might have something to say about it if he
Druggy will probably pipe in right here. I don't know if it's so much that you can't use it because we don't trust you. It's a question of, do you really know yourself well enough to use it?
You know,
Don't mistake confidence for sight.
Stella?
It's a good
I
point.
actually have a thought on this.
Stella?
Yes.
Do you remember what happened to Dream when she touched that thing?
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen to you. Dream was a good person, and yet, well, you saw what happened to her. This thing's more powerful than we're giving it credit for. Like what Tell said, a god could use this thing to reshape the world. It's more of an amoral tool than anything you can trust. I'd err on the side of caution.
I know. But in regards to knowing myself, I actually do have an answer.
So you figured out where the arms come from?
No, not for the
So,
arms, but
so you don't know anything about yourself then?
that's not what I mean, Carter.
Do you know anything about who your adopted dad was? Because we found out that he was part of a...
Carter, that's not the point.
That is the point, Stella. You're making it seem that you know exactly who you are, but you don't. Don't try to be a martyr for this thing.
Point of this.
Let
The point of how
Stella
this
say
thing.
word of her piece, and then we can
The point
yell at her more.
of how this thing works is if you don't know where your convictions lie, and if you doubt yourself and you doubt your motivations, that is when things start to crumble. And I would have mistaken this for confidence long ago. But there's a reason I took off the headband of intellect. And it's not because of arbitrary reasons. It's because I'm trusting Velistrom. Velistrom was the one to point out that as the headband made me smarter, it also made me second guess my intuition and second guess my self-confidence. It was one of the last things he said to me. In his memory.
Don't
I want to get him
say
back.
Get him back, Stella. Trust me, he was the only person in this whole entire group that actually liked me for more than 2 seconds. I want to get him back too, but this isn't the way.
What is that supposed to
Ophion.
mean, Carter?
Feel like we're getting off the
Off
very
topic.
good vibes we were going on.
We were making progress, for God's sake.
Yeah, we're not. No, I'm not.
Until you talk about
It's
the
not.
very nice individual you all seem to like.
So, anyway, yeah, not happening. If anyone else wants to try to talk her out of this besides me, please do, because obviously it's not working.
Only so much I can say. I only know you all so much.
I was mostly... Ophion, you're very smart.
Well-
Try...
I'm not good at convincing people, but I mean, I cannot know all of Stella's mind, but I don't think she knows herself fully. I mean, it's not. You keep going on about the and stuts, but it isn't. I mean, I'm terrible at talking about these sort of metaphysical things.
Draghi pipes up.
Stella.
My vote is someone should use it because this thing sounds cool.
Why, Draghi, are you volunteering yourself?
Hell no.
Then shut up.
Stella,
Yeah.
who are you?
I mean, I've told you my life story 100 times, but I'm guessing that's not the answer you're looking for. Short and sweet. I'm someone who cares. Someone who cares about people close to me. And I'm willing to fight for that. I'm willing to sacrifice for that.
I think one question that does need to be asked. This thing will judge your intentions as well. Whatever you use it for, make sure you know exactly why you're using it. Make sure you know exactly what you're reviving him for. Whether it's for his sake or guilt on your own sake. It may not matter what your intentions are, so long as you understand them.
Aye.
Transparency, some might even say. Difficult thing in all matters. Even the most open of us all has moments when we don't even know the depths of what we are doing. You can say you can truly do that for yourself. That's quite a feat. Well, not really only one way to find out. But that's your own decision to make.
It's up to Carter. The decision will never be made.
I don't think that Carter's a deciding force here. Frankly, this may be worth just putting to a vote if you guys are close enough to trust one another for that.
And my
Especially
vote is.
Oh,
Then my vote is. If someone is willing to. I give someone permission to hold on to my headband of intellect, even though it's of a lesser value. But you know it means a lot to me, as a way of saying, Stella, this is so we can keep you in check. Someone holds onto my headband, they are free to attune to it, and I get the egg. At least for now.
No, I think the real vote is, Stella, is for you to use the Egg of Lore to save Velistrom, or understand that this thing is beyond our control and not use this thing at all.
Yeah.
That is the vote.
Yeah, that's what I'm voting. I'm voting that I use the egg.
No, you said that
Let's
I
just
want to use
argue
the Egg
about.
of Lore.
Let's just vote for now about the next 10 minutes. Okay?
but
We
who
already
wants
know
to
what
use
Carter's vote is.
Alright. Well, obviously we know where I stand. Yep.
or one against? The rest of you.
Ophion, Velistrom? I mean, no. So, Ophion Zirye. 10 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
I mean, we could ask Velson. Does anyone have speak with dead?
No,
What's Jordy's hit points?
I'm just concerned that Stella does not know herself as well as she thinks she does, and I think. Mm, hmm. If the issues occur with continuous use. So one of us should be fine if we wear it while we're going to the Mage's Bane and such, and then the person takes it off. So,
You could
Stella,
also
I'm going to
attempt
put my.
to manipulate the fate around his body, if he's fated to come back, that is.
I think that may be a bit out of a depth at the moment.
It is a method you could try.
Certainly worth a shot.
Nothing else, I'd say it's at least worth one shot. If you're going to use it, of course.
And I bring that up not because the DM planned for that, but because the DM thought that's what you were saying to do earlier.
Oh.
But it's alright.
You? Me?
I'm on my feet.
Stella?
I don't know. I don't remember who suggested it, and no one might have, and I might have misunderstood, but I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't plan for that.
I mean, Stella suggested it.
Okay.
That'd be a funny way. That'd be quite difficult.
Yeah, but you also have no life or death abilities. If anyone's going to have the ability to like revive Velistrom and twist fate to revive Velistrom, is probably Zirge.
I mean,
That actually, well,
He can twist a
Couldn't
fate to where he
someone-
can revive him.
then someone.
if there's
Well-
anything I've learned about magic is that more than one person can be involved in a particular casting.
Not wrong there. One person could.
I
Yeah,
mean, here's
materials
another
cast-
question.
Well, Siri's very adverse to this object. I take it.
I'm adverse. Okay, the object literally fucks with those who are unsure of themselves. Do I sound like a very sure person? Out of all the
I
time
think
you've
I-
known me.
Yeah.
I think asking this question
Fair
says a
enough.
lot.
So no one's asking you to wear it.
Yeah, but at the
Well,
same time,
that was
he
a
has a
rhetorical
reason.
question.
He has a Zirge has a I'm sorry. They have a reason to like want to revive Velistrom because they. Sorry, I don't know what. Does Changeling have a gender?
Yes,
Is
we
that-
do. I can change between them, but I have a default. I
Okay,
don't know how that
so-
works. Don't ask me.
I will not. I do not care to know how it works at this moment.
We are not looking below the belt, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, we're good. Don't need that answer questioned.
What?
You mean that question answered?
Okay. Let's
We're in a
get
moment
back
here.
on topic, people.
But
Point
anyway,
is,
So, but really, you don't really have like. Me and Ophia want Velstrom alive because we had the most bond. We were bonded in some way. Well, more Ophion than I. I bonded with him after.
Odd phrase to use, sir.
Hey, I don't know. I'm literally coming up with this. I did not think this was going to
Now
happen.
let's just continue.
We're continuing. But like, why do you want to be the one who uses the object? And plus, didn't you already curse yourself with this again? Like, do you really need another dosage of curse upon you?
You know, I wouldn't exactly call this item cursed now that I understand it.
it literally bends fate. It will bend your faith into something that you don't even know.
it is a twisted thing, as they
It
say.
will?
My only question to you,
Will
Sten
we?
Stella, is why do you feel personally why you need to feel the way that you need to revive Velistrom? Personally, why do you feel the need personally to revive Velistrom? Not because you're best friends or buddies, because personally, none of us knew Velistrom that well. I just got some information about him, but you don't know anything about him. So why do you personally need to feel like you need to use the Egg of Lore to get Velistrom back?
I just like him.
Oh my fucking god.
That
That's,
can't be it.
No, that's a very stellar thing. I accept that. Accept that's her answer.
Ovia.
You may not understand it, but
No, I
with
know
the life
exactly
I've
why
had,
I would. I
you
know
have no
exactly
idea how
why.
much it means to me to just like someone.
I know exactly why I would want to revive Velistrom with this thing, and it would not shake my determination to get him back for it. But you just liking somebody without even knowing them is just beyond like reason, in my opinion. If that
Maybe
doesn't
beyond
change,
yours.
if that doesn't change anyone's answer, then like I don't know what will. So everyone voted. Ophion's undecided because Ophion.
On what specifically are we voting
Use
on?
the egg or not.
Yeah, letting Stella use the Egg of Lore.
If you want to revive Velistrom, I'm sure there are safer ways to do it.
I thought the idea was just whether or not the egg will be used, since the current plan I heard you all say is either use it in the Mage's Bane and or attempt to use it to bring him out outright.
Well,
Well, regardless, if we attempt to do the Mage's Bane, it will be dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not lose anyone along the way.
We'll
Being
be
able
fine.
to change fate will help with that.
That's not how fate works. If it works at all.
Harder.
In this
no,
case,
that's this is what I've been talking about for the past however.
Listen,
Many
we're
That is
gonna
months.
bring it
exactly
with
how
us.
fate works.
That is how fate works. I'm sorry,
That is
Constance.
literally how
Getting on
fate
you.
works.
This is how fate works.
No, but
That is
I
literally
don't
how
understand.
fate works.
No,
Unless you're trying to
this is
say
what-
something about changing fate has consequences and such and such.
Yeah, pretty
But-
much. If you were fated to fall into a pit, and you don't fall into the pit, fate has wildly changed for many different factors. No matter what, you touched multiple fates that were on track or online. But now, since you didn't fall in that pit, and you stepped on that bug that was going to fly into the king's face and save him from getting shot in the head, well then, you changed fate for multiple tracks, and losing a king might have some dire consequences to it. But it's like the butterfly effect. Like, I don't know, like
Are you
mean,
really using
We
butterfly
already
effect?
have the power to change fate as is. I think that more applies to time manipulation, which isn't really at hand here.
Yeah.
okay.
This is
is
not like
magic
you
that
knew the
already-
king's fate to begin
This
with.
is magic that already exists in the world and people already use. This is magic that, as a wizard, will someday be usable within our grasp as a group.
How's this to explain it a little better? Is this man you're trying to write, is his life worth changing fate for?
More than anything.
Oh then.
That's my answer then.
But that's not even. You don't even have a good answer.
Then you use
Uh,
the egg. If you think you're so high and mighty about it, then you use the egg. Go on, Carter.
feel like we've hit a point. If Ophion is still in the middle, and I don't remember what Zirie said was.
Well,
I don't
Ziri
know
say
what
he doesn't want to use it, but I don't know his opinion on if no
Not
one
being
should use
used
For the
it.
love
at
of
all.
God, we've been arguing about this for like an hour.
Just make a decide, use or don't
You
use.
have
We
the
don't care if
deciding
you
vote.
do
Is
it.
Stella going to use the egg to... I'm not even sure what she plans to do with it, whether it's use it in the temple or try and revive Velistrom right here and now. Or not.
Or both.
You have the decision.
Stella, I've already told you my opinion on the egg. It is my personal opinion that you do not use it because of the sheer amount of things that can go wrong. But you are a woman grown, so ultimately, if you want to use it, the decision is yours. I can't make this for you.
This is you stepping out of the way, and Draghi said yes.
Well,
That'd be
Draghi,
funny.
we're not counting Draghi because he didn't really think about that.
Draghi says yes. Okay.
So,
Draghi is too
are
busy
we
looking
stuck?
at something.
Are we stuck at a yes and a no now?
I think can we count Zirie as giving his vote to Stella because he basically said it's Stella's choice. Stella decides what she wants to do with herself.
I think
That's what it
do
sounds
that.
like.
Yeah, I think that's what it sounds
That's
like.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
I pick up a paw and I just look at
Yes,
it.
like I said, Stella is a grown-ass woman. She can make her own decisions if she is that damn desperate to attune with what is essentially the ultimate eraser on the canvas of life. And a paintbrush, if you want to think about. Okay, you know, fuck this analogy, but you get what I'm saying, Stella. If you want to do something dangerous, I can't stop you.
I call it more the
One thing
paintbrush.
I will
Yeah, Sophion.
okay Stella using it if you take it off once we're out of the Mage's Bane.
Something that's what we're using it for, but yeah.
Assuming that's what we're using it for.
And once we're out of the Mage's Bane, just understand if you don't take it off that
I understand that whatever happens, I take it off as soon as we get Velistrom back.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. If everyone wants
Yes,
Stella to
okay,
hold the
we've
fates
done
of
it.
all, then yeah,
We've
sure.
done it.
Well,
Let's keep
nobody
moving.
fits well.
What are we doing anyways?
Enough of all that.
At this point, Stella's gonna take the headband of intellect and just be like, so who wants this?
No one wants it, Stella, because all of us are actually smart.
Does anyone
Don't put
want...
on the cat.
You try to put it on me and see what happens.
Okay, can I try?
Fucking Eldritch Blast.
Please don't fight in the cabin. I have to clean this up afterwards, you know?
Fine, fine. I'll behave.
My cars are still on fire.
I will gently put away the headband, but knowing that if anyone wants it, they are free to attune to it at any time. And then reach out my hand for the egg.
And I thought some of the people at art college was catty.
I literally can't give this to Stella. Someone take it from me, because I physically can't give this to Stella. I think this is the stupidest choice that this party has ever unanimously said that it wasn't a great idea. But sure, you can totally do it, but somebody better take it from me.
To say,
yeah, I'm just
so
not gonna be the
later
one.
then. All right.
I'm okay with it. I'm gonna be fine with it.
If this
I
is
just
stupid,
physically
I
can't do
accept
it.
the consequences.
Yeah, but your consequences might have
You could
greater
just
action.
leave it on the table and walk away.
I pick up my hat and I walk away.
You have the
I
egg
am
now,
still
um,
Stella.
angry.
I have the egg. I will put it on, and I'm not gonna attune to it immediately, but I'm just gonna be like, I'll attune to this soon. So
what
when
the
are
fuck
we
do you
leaving?
plan to do with this thing?
We're going to the
The Mage's
Mage's
Bane.
Do we? I was going to ask, did we want to go to the Mage's Bane Temple, or did we want to attempt to use his fate-altering powers to just bypass the
agreed
need for
to-
the
Well,
Mage's
it's
Bane?
evening,
That's a
and I
bit-
need to. It's evening, and I need to regenerate spell slots if I'm teleporting anyone. So you have a night to decide and to prepare.
I think
Well,
full-on resurrection with the egg is probably out of our league. I'm worried that trying to change fate to that extreme will cause consequences.
worst case scenario, it fails. I use the egg one more time than intended, and we waste some spell components that I can buy back for dear Zirie.
Worst case scenario is
You die.
you are worse than dead, and
That's true. That's
you
also
are
true.
worse than dead, and
The egg is lost
And
not
also,
the egg is lost.
alternatively,
The corpse becomes unable to be returned to.
forever. There's
yeah,
more
the other
than just,
case is the
While you
corpse
guys
is
are at the
dead, but
temple,
also
I'm going to have the corpse repaired anyway. If it makes you feel any better, there's pretty much nothing you can do that isn't unrepairable by my friend. Okay?
Thank you.
Just don't cast disintegrate, and I should be fine.
which
Well, now that you mention it, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
I don't think any of
Do
you
I
are
look-
strong enough to do that, but
Do I look like a wizard to you?
no.
I don't think
Exactly.
I don't think you'd be wearing the helm. It'd have been a ventilator.
Exactly.
And plus, I think this argument could be quite different if you could cast and disintegrate one of you in here.
So, this is it then, huh?
Anyway, you have a night to prepare. What would you guys like to do throughout the evening?
Well, obviously I have some attunement to do. But we'll get to that when everyone else has done their preparations.
Yeah, is there anything anyone would like to do in preparation for going to the Mage's Bane Temple?
I make sure my sword and my shield are in tip-top shape,
Alright.
and then I sleep because I need to enchant my spell slots. Not sure how good they'll be for the place that's literally called the Mage's Bane, but fuck it.
I am picking spell slots.
Speaking of, where do you all sleep? Because there's kind of only 2 bedrooms in this house, and they're both occupied.
Well,
Alright.
Two of us don't need beds because we are.
True.
three of us because Stella's a goblin.
Yeah, and Druggy is also goblin enough that he just kind of curls up in a corner.
Yeah, so most of the party really can make do without a bed.
What do you do, Zirie? You're the only one who could possibly use a bed.
I am going to. So I have a traveling pack with me. I'll just whip out a sleeping bag and I'll
Yeah.
plan.
I was gonna say, if you need a bedroll, I have one, but you have your own.
Tell
Yeah.
will turn one of the
And I take
doors.
a bed. Fuck this.
Tell will turn one of the doors to. Well, no, both beds are occupied. We'll turn one of the doors to the lounge room where there's a nice hearth fire forever burning.
I go
Nice.
near that.
Fire.
And Dorian will, as the evening will slowly and slowly reach towards nighttime, he'll be playing a soft tune on his lyre.
Oh, Sam, did
I'm gonna
did I ever tell you the thing about Velistrom or no?
And I
No,
don't
you
think
No.
he did.
I'd probably like tap you on the tail and ask you to like come to the side.
Oh yeah, I do have one thing I want to ask Tell before we all wind down for sleep.
If you're
Yes?
an Arizona homeowner,
Is there a
2020
room I could go to spend the night in meditation by any chance?
There's several.
Anyone would work for me.
Sure. She'll turn it to. How do you feel about the greenhouse? You like plants?
No, actually, not a fan. I've been killed by more than a few. I've been almost killed by more than a few.
Gotcha. Kitchen. There's some nice
Kitchen works.
aromas from the spices. Normally I would give you the lounge, but your friends have all set up pillow forts in there.
Kitchen works. I appreciate it. Thank you.
After she leads you in and turns the door to kitchen, she leads you in. It's very adorable, you and Carter's relationship, you know?
What do you mean?
I mean, with your plan here, you're the one at risk. You're the one that can suffer from it, and Carter is trying so hard to protect you. I think you underestimate. I think you don't see past that facade he puts up.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point. You're so stubborn about it, you know?
Oh, he's an ass, don't get me wrong, but, you know. Then again,
Cut her tail.
Then again, cats all suck,
Someone
and
finally
she'll
said it.
pet her bird slightly.
You know, I'd agree with you there, but I was raised by tabaxi, so I can't fully agree with you there. Well, okay, maybe I a little agree with you there.
Would you like to try and revive Velistrom using the egg?
No.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone
Sorry,
would like
I
to
said... Sorry, I was just like, you know, and I realized how I could sound like no, but I was just like, you know, yes I would.
Okay. Well, first...
Next on, so I need to get charges back for that item, and that's how many.
Alright.
First I need to actually attune.
As you attune to it, you hold the... Like you did before, you hold the egg up before you and stare into the pitch black abyss that is its form. That darkness begins to slowly encompass your vision. You're not sure if someone turned the lights off or if you're just getting subsumed by it. And then you're surrounded by nothing. You look around and you can't even see your own body. You're a consciousness suspended in the void. You're not sure if you're deaf, but there's a strange whirring noise, like a heartbeat almost, but underwater and a bit too constant.
Yeah.
Yet, surrounded by nothing, everything is equally possible. And you're attuned to it. You have one fate point.
Surrounded by nothing. Everything is equally possible.
With that,
Velistrom.
Wapiskew, I can hear you across the house, but we cannot hear you through the call. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Hell yeah.
Hello. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm gonna have to take like a 15-20 minute break here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Good stopping point.
We figured out what we were going to do after arguing for like an hour.
Awesome. We argued for an hour and then take 10. Very cool. Very pog.
Really good use of the session.
Also,
We might actually get to an encounter this session. Who knows?
Also, I was wondering who's gonna finally say that Carter's just being a tsundere.
Of course, Cal would be the one to say it. God damn it.
Also, I want it to be known, Velistrom knew about this from the very beginning.
Stella, Velistrom is always like, yeah, Carter, be like that.
I even mentioned it when you two had your biggest argument in the hot springs.
I want to say now that we're off the record that it's kind of funny that I think the character most sure of themselves and most able to wield this is fucking dead.
Yeah.
I was like, I was sitting there doing this discussion, like, man, I wish Velistrom was here. We could give it to Velistrom, and he wouldn't turn into a weird monster thing, probably.
I just like everyone in the back of my mind. Man, someone sure of themselves who knows exactly what they want and what they're doing.
No, I was just like, I wonder
Man,
what that could be. I wonder what that could be,
Honestly,
man.
it's almost as if I said it was mine.
Damn, you right somehow.
you were right.
You were right.
Wait, who was right?
Velistrom.
Said it was
Velistrom
mine
said
from
that
the
the egg
very
was
beginning.
his, and it turns out, due to how the egg works, the most confident and self-assured, and the person most in tune in themselves in this party is Velistrom.
And of
Therefore,
course, god damn it, Velistrom really did run the buff on Stella.
damn.
I don't know what to tell you. I told you from the very beginning. It was mine.
You weren't wrong.
Oh, that's hilarious. And I'm so
Too
glad
fucking
you
funny.
remembered. I'm so glad you remembered to tell, or is going to tell, Ophan about the thing.
The
Mm.
Velistrom thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna get some water real quick. And water. We'll be back.
I feel like I could just interject every time you guys' conversation, and no one questioned it. Like, old man's got a good point. This old guy knows what he's fucking talking about. Right. Who knows? Maybe Jess can get real lucky and then just get past all the bullshit.
You
Just
can only hope.
rolls like a fucking 1 on D100. Just
I just want
Veltrom's
Stella to know that if she refuses to take it off at the end of this, we're going to like physically fight her.
I'm sure the message has been well received. I'm sure the threats of violence have been well and categorically. Um, What do we have again? Oh yeah, I forgot to have these. Funny. Fucking Dan is very worried about the fucking Mage's Bane. We don't we don't even know what's in Mage's Bane. I don't know why Dan doesn't think the spells will work.
What about Mage's Bane and me?
You're so sure that the Mage's Bane is spells don't work there.
I'm sure. Well, it has something to do with mages and something to do with the bane of mages. So I'm assuming it does something. I don't know what, but it's something to fuck with magic.
Well, was there like a group of mages in Mage's Bane? Like,
Well,
I
we
mean,
can have Coda cast a spell recklessly, and then from that we can learn what the effect is.
like if it was
Carter
that,
will
then
turn
why?
into a rodent because he will become our guinea pig. How ironic.
If
Like,
you actually turned Coda into any type of rodent, I think you would be murdered.
I'd like to see him try.
I mean, I, I, n- I'm not saying I have something that can cast polymorph, but
But I'll be right back.
I'm not gonna do that yet.
I'm back, now featuring drugs.
Hmm?
I got me some alcohol.
That's a decision you made.
Funny.
Oh boy.
It's just like, I kind of want soda, and I looked in the fridge, it was just like, ooh, I have booze as well. That could be funny.
First soda.
I have this 2-week-old rum and coke in the fridge. Now pop some grenadine in here and just give it a shake. Oh, this is gonna be popping. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. What it's all about. Ah,
Baby.
we'll wait for it, baby. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm about. Woo!
You understand?
It is known.
The thought is well understood. I can't wait for us to solve the plot without Brandon. Just all the core enemies.
We'll be here eventually, I'm sure.
It'll all be in one night.
I know we
What?
are ignoring GIF, but I think like half the party forgot that it existed.
What?
Your character story in GIF.
Yeah.
We have decided that half the party has forgotten.
Oh yeah, no. It wasn't the main arguing point. So obviously I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I was gonna bring it up in the morning, of course.
I mean, we're still gonna have 3 days until DadCon. If you're in a rush, obviously we can go our separate ways, but we could talk about it in the morning. Oh, I'm aiming for the wrong one. I'm stupid. So, looks like we're still waiting on a couple people.
Hey, we're back.
You.
Yo.
Yeah, sorry, my grandma came back from her trip, so we had to say hi and help her with the bags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
No worries.
So, where were we?
I had just attuned, and then we were just like, we're taking a break.
Yeah, alright, so would you like to try and revive Velistrom? By the way, Wapsku's mic might be muted, but she's in the same room as me, so she can talk through mine.
Okay. Yes, then I would actually like to try.
Okay.
What did we just say?
Well,
We're all in the other room and we can't do anything.
This
But
is why
Okay.
Carter didn't trust her.
Oh my god.
we could have given you the egg in the morning. We should have waited until the morning to give it to you.
To be fair, it's like, oh, let's trust Stella with this. She won't be impulsive. Stella's never impulsive.
I was never impulsive. Jesus
To
fucking
every
Christ.
single one of you guys about this.
Well, if you turn into a
How
weird
is
monster
it
thing
I've
and you have to make a
always
new character, it's
right?
your own fault.
I should have been the one.
Okay. So, Stella, you walk into the training room and you're immediately hit by what the fuck? Hang on, we need to go for a second. Apparently there's a catastrophe going on right outside.
Oh boy.
Catastrophe.
Lovely timing, you'll love to see it.
Ugh, we'll never get anywhere.
What's going on?
We'll never get anywhere. You'll accidentally try to revive me, and then I don't know,
No, just
thank
do
a
what he
dragon.
said. Whatever happens, we're probably not going to destroy the corpse. So if Stella suffers a fate worse than death, then we can still bring back Velistrom.
That's
Can't
true.
wait. Can't wait for Stella to accidentally revive an ice devil instead. I don't know how you fucked that up. I don't know how you would fuck that up, but devilish blood, icy, funkokitis, same thing, A little switcheroo.
It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I don't know what y'all are even talking about. This will be great. This is gonna go
Okay.
great.
So do you guys want to know what was so catastrophic that it caused my grandma to be screaming and shouting audible across the entire house?
Oh boy.
Uh,
This is gonna be good.
Well, you know how there's like those wires that connect like a laptop to the TV so you can like stream stuff onto the TV?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That was out because I'd used that the previous night and I hadn't like taken out the wire and packed it up. And because there was a wire that she could see, clearly the TV was destroyed.
Wow.
The tech illiterate strike again.
Yep.
Real
That's-
people continue.
So back to Wapaskew being right
Okay.
about the Stella.
Back to Stella being right. So, you are immediately hit by a wave of smells that shouldn't mix. The smell of rot is still there, but it's a lot milder. It's clearly been like reduced a bit, and there's a lot of incense in this room to try and keep it down. You see like 3 burning at once. So you're hit by a lot of smells, and they don't really combine. It's more off-putting than it is outright disgusting, though. And yeah, covered in a cloth is Velistrom's body. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think coming on this scene, Stella's just gonna be like, I don't think the body's actually ready yet.
You do
I
the
didn't think
condition of the body.
Stella's just gonna have a moment of like, oh, I didn't think this through.
What? Stella not thinking a thing through? I can't imagine.
Do you just nope right out of there?
Yeah, Stella's just gonna be like, this is the right call, but I can do this later. I can fuck with this later.
Oh my god. Okay, so is there anything else anyone wants to do in the evening?
I wanted to talk to.
Door. Okay.
Sorry.
You want to talk to me?
Do you want to hop into shadow mode for a second?
Okay, well, first off,
That's not going to work with the current mic setup.
yes, that, and also you're really quiet.
Here, let me turn the... Actually, would you mind sitting closer? Sorry.
No problem.
I'll turn the gain up a bit.
I mean, could go to Shadowrun, but Jordy would be there.
Yeah, I'd be standing there, so...
I mean, it's not like I'm trying to keep things from the DM. I'm sorry. I hate this stupid echo.
Sends
Yeah,
the
it's not a-
DM to the Shadow Realm.
I'm gonna be real, Jordy. It's not a detail you don't know,
Mute
but
me.
Huh?
Mute me in Discord. Mute it so that you don't get anything coming through my mic.
Oh, that's so smart.
There you go.
Why didn't I think of that? I have never It won't let me.
tech you literally hit again.
Oh my god.
See, guys, this is why I'm dating Jordy at the same time. He's just so amazing. Like,
I can
everything.
find
You heard
the
that,
mute
Jordy?
button. I can find the mute button. I'm glad to know I'm valued.
He is very much.
You're being
Alright.
dated for free tech support.
So... I'm a bad choice for that. Okay. Well then. So, yeah, are you guys okay having this, if out of character people know what happened in this conversation? Or do you want to have it a different night then?
I mean, I'm gonna text her it then.
Okay.
You can just do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. So then does anyone have anything else they want to discuss before tomorrow? Alright. With that, you all get a restful night's sleep. Come morning, your spell slots are all back. Any hit points you were missing are healed. And Tell asks, well, I'm going to bring him to to my specialist. Unless you're going to need me for anything. Where would you all like to go? And the main three options are still Mithridia, F, or the Mage's Bane Sanctum, or something I haven't thought of.
To the Mage's Bane.
I mean- To the Mage's Bane Sanctum, I guess.
The Mage's Bane Sanctum.
Well, is there anything I should pass on? Should you all never return?
Oh, can I go into my hat now?
Yes, you have your access to your hat again.
Okay. I hop out of my hat. I hop into my hat. I grab the wyvern gauntlets. I hop back out.
We'll say you did that over the night because you don't want to spend this right now, and that regenerates on a short rest.
Okay.
So yes, you have the worm gauntlets.
I do have a message for Tell if she'd be.
Sure. Tell me who would you like it sent to? In case you do not return.
Okay, this goes to a Furbolg lady named Fidelma, a zealot barbarian. You can't miss her. Tell her, in the case of my untimely death, tell her that I'm sorry, but apparently current me thought it was a good idea to go into a place called the Mage's Bane as a caster.
All right, and you'll give her. She'll say for the sending spell, I need like a physical description. You'll give that to her. She'll like sketch it out, and it's enough. Very well. Your message is. I'll keep that in mind. Anyone else have anything they would like to say or pass on?
Oh, when Cinder comes around, he's probably gonna bring his son. If he didn't bring his son, then I will beat his ass in the afterlife. But that's a story for another time. But if you can give this to the son, it belongs to our family. But
I'll give these to Jade. And she's kind of looking at these like, that's like saying, if I don't come back, give Jade these. And it's like the keys to a helicopter. These are really powerful magical items.
yeah.
She's looking at you, but okay.
Right.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right then. with that, Dorian, are you going to follow these fools, or are you coming with me?
Well, this is a story I should chase, and well, I feel quite invested. And I think these young ones could use as much help as they can get.
She seems
Let's
disappointed, kind of like, damn, I was hoping you wouldn't die here.
don't don't worry about me, tough. I'm a hardy old man. I'll make it out.
Well, let's hope you're right. When you need, just come back, alright? You're more interesting than most. And when you need to come back, she will hand you what looks like a small... Can you guys hear that?
I heard like a hiss or a, what the fuck was that?
That is my... that is my grandma sneezing outside.
Oh.
Yeah. So, she hands you what kind of looks like a small little metal bar, maybe like half the length of a chopstick. Kind of like, it looks like polished tin, but with a slight bronzy hint to it. So long as you're still on the material plane, snap this in half, you and everyone within 10 feet will be teleported back to this house.
Oh wow.
Oh, we have to be 10 feet from each other. Oh.
You're
Yes, everyone
as
has to be
kind as
within 10
always, Tal.
feet or they get left behind. Also, any other beings within 10 feet, assuming they are entirely within the 10 feet, so that you can't teleport a gigantic monster with it, will also come with you. So keep that in mind.
Aw, as kind as ever, Tal.
My god, I wonder how that's going to play out.
With that,
There's definitely no way this could go wrong whatsoever.
Yeah, Shut up.
So, unfortunately, I don't actually have a location for my house up there, so we're going to be teleporting the old-fashioned way. Everyone link arms, or grab hands, or whatever. You can be sitting on someone's shoulder. Wait, can everyone hear us?
Hello?
We're having a lag moment. Remember when I turned robot? This is that.
Hello? Hello?
Got out there,
I'm
Jordan.
having to...
Yeah, that's our internet shutting the fuck down.
Me cutting out.
Hello?
Hold on.
Hello?
I was like,
Hold
what
on.
the fuck?
Internet return.
I got this.
Wait, hello?
Please do not start messaging me, Wolf. I swear to God. Jordy?
Oh. Lovely.
Wolf.
Wolf.
This wolf.
Wolf. Come on, it's funny not to.
Well, what? The skew's gone,
Oh, I'm
and now she's
back.
back. This and it's
Oh, Wolf.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Coyotes.
What the fuck? Hello? Fuck!
Right now, and it's so annoying.
Oh.
And I don't know what that has to do with Skeeter.
Can you guys
Most
hear
Fight from a
us?
Skeeter.
Wait.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Okay.
We're
We're-
alive.
If that keeps happening very consistently, I'm just gonna end the session early. Sorry about that.
Nah, that's
That
all good.
was
We understand.
Not
that
your
was
fault.
so bad.
Yeah, no. One day soon.
Jeez.
In a few months, this will all go away. I promise.
Well,
Hopefully.
Why in a few months? Are you getting better internet after that time?
No, but my grandparents are moving out, which means I'll be allowed to play this in the living room. And this is one of those old houses where everything's brick and concrete, so I can only play
Oh
this
shit, yeah.
for privacy. I can only play this in my room, but it's shit internet going through several walls, which kills it.
Getting a hard line would be helpful, but I understand it's not feasible if you're having that kind of a
We
setup.
live way out in like nowhere.
they live near the boonies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. There's coyotes fighting right outside our window. Which, by the way, did you hear that last night?
No, how isn't your everything cool?
I don't know. They were literally scuffling right out there. Anyway, with that.
Anyway, this is funny. I chose a good night to drink.
Everyone, hold hands or at least be in physical contact. I'm going to teleport us. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Everyone does?
I sit on Draki's head. Hushed, Gregory. I'm searching.
Ski, what's the thing you're sending? What's the thing God is telling Ophion? I just want to remind you to send.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just a lot has been happening,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
haven't been able to remember.
No one's blaming you on that one.
No one's blaming you. I'm just reminding you.
Okay.
It's been.
with that, you all hold hands, and who wants to roll a d100 for me?
I will.
Because when you teleport to somewhere you've never been, there's a chance that it goes wrong.
This is roll 1d100. 23.
Let me see what the chance
Ar-
is. I think you beat it, but
I think we beat it too. So if this is
unfortunately,
tells,
this is Tel casting teleport. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Um.
I'm
It-
not reading it.
we not.
Yeah, no. It turns out that when she's only received a description of it, you have to roll above a 43.
Oh no.
Oh no. Can we use the egg? We have the fate powers.
No, I'm gonna say this is not like because Stella didn't roll. Stella's not the one who rolled.
Who rolled?
Tell technically, but
Damn.
okay.
The tells roll.
With that,
Fuck.
you all for a moment feel weightless as the teleportation begins. And in a flash, the light changes. You feel a wave of heat and humidity against you. And then you just see brown. And then you feel a lot of pain as you all teleported into a tree trunk. You get shunted out.
It's the exclamation part.
Yep, I'm sorry.
It's exclamation point.
I'm dealing with a lot of bots right now. With that, everyone take 22 force damage.
Oh no!
Carter.
No.
Carter is hurt. Carter is not doing okay.
I rolled really
This
high.
is
on my
not a
mishap
good
damage.
start.
And she's like, ah! As you see, she'll pull a branch out of her side. This is why I hate teleporting.
I'm sorry.
Oh, oh,
I
that's
almost
painful.
died.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm going to, and she's going to.
Oh.
She's gonna reach into her bag and cast healing elixir a few times.
Does that just heal her?
That heals anyone who drinks them. Okay, I didn't write anything wrong in my roll there, did I?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
That's,
Let me
That's
try doing
me.
it.
Entering the dungeon and immediately having my HP more than halved.
I'm almost dead.
Okay, everyone get
Okay.
back 19 HP.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, that's
I'm
good.
back.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
now I'm
acceptable.
fairly tapped on a few spells, so this is not an ideal start. But, ow! And she's just going to say, and as you look around, you immediately find yourself surrounded by tall. Do you know what karst mountains are?
I've heard of the term. I don't know what they look
Have
like.
you seen those
Let's fix it.
Chinese mountains that they kind of they have these really sheer cliffs and they just kind of stand up out of flat areas?
You mean like those massive limestone pillars with the trees growing on them?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those are they're tiny. So you see, you're surrounded by those, but everything is covered in this rich, vibrant jungle. The trees are taller than any of you have ever seen in your life, except for you, Ophion. You come from Tall Trees Town. These are nothing. But they're incredibly dense. You're at the floor of the jungle, and it's actually kind of hard to see up. The only places you can actually see the mountains are through some very sparse clearings where trees have fallen within the past few years. Everywhere else, the canopy just completely hides it. But you're surrounded by by just an abundance of life that none of you have ever seen before. Tons of colorful flowers, the sounds of birds, monkeys, bugs, things you don't even know what they are in the distance.
We lost Jess.
We did lose Jess. Okay. Well, my internet sickness has spread.
That's just as normal bad internet.
Yeah, I know. Well then. However, you guys landed off target, so you have no idea where in the jungle you are. And Tel goes, "Good luck," and she'll start drawing in the dirt. It looks like she's using a lower level spell to teleport back to the house.
When the Y is phi.
So what you missed is you're lost. You're in the rainforest, but because you landed really far off target, you're lost.
Fuck.
Great.
So, is the rainforest even anywhere near the temple?
You're within a few miles of it. Well, actually, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Damn it! I took.
Arcana check.
This I make with That's an 11.
You teleported.
Did in fact teleport.
Do you want me to make the Arcana check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I am not as
No.
no.
You teleported.
Stupid. We teleported for sure. Wow.
I have climbing speed, so I'm gonna climb one of the trees.
That's a good idea.
Give me an acrobatics or an athletics check, because these are not like you're a cat. You're used to climbing trees. These are not normal trees. They are massive, covered with like bromeliads and just plants growing on plants. Also, they're so tall and like sprawling that you actually kind of somehow get lost on the upward climb of a tree. This is horrible music.
God damn it. Do we need to get the cat out of the tree?
Anna? Oh, 11 on Arcana. We teleported. Yeah.
Yeah, we did teleport.
All the minds of the party come together. Teleport spell teleported us.
Wow. Very distinct.
25.
Oh shit, 25.
Alright. You actually make it fairly quickly up the tree. Now, okay. You would know that getting there, she would have mentioned at one point, sorry, I forgot this, Tel wouldn't, she has a higher intelligence than the DM, that what you're looking for from Armand's notes is a temple which painted on the front is or painted, carved, you're not actually sure, but on the front is a symbol of a chained star. From the top of the tree, give me a investigation check. With that, you are in the distance. You can see some stone structures that are very clearly distinct from the mountains around you, and are well, maybe not man-made, but they're definitely built.
It's a start.
You could head towards that, or maybe look for a better view from... You underestimated just how high the canopies are here. If you really want a proper view of this place, you suspect you might need to climb a mountain.
Fly.
Alright.
I fly higher.
When the cat has fly.
I was hoping not to use this, but fuck it.
With that, the rest of you, remember, you can't really see above the canopy. Carter's just gone. What do you guys do?
We start playing funeral.
Given we can't
Part
really
of me is just really, really hoping to just hear a in the distance as a fucking harpy eagle just snatches him up.
Why does everyone hate Carter?
Hey, hey, Zirye.
Yes.
Do you want to find this thing in the sky?
I know what you're thinking. I can't really control myself though when I'm in owl
I mean,
form.
you're not particularly smart, but like you have at least the wherewithal to know to look for Carter.
I don't know how well that'll go. I prefer to keep control of my faculties. Let's leave him up there for now. If he's gone for more than a few minutes,
If you're an
I'll
Arizona
hooter up.
homeowner, 2022 is
Okay. With that, Carter, from up top, from this high you actually can see, and you are immediately you are just immediately thrown off. Cats don't have great distance vision, so you can't really make out like details or individuals, but from this high, you see that this is not one mountain. This is very much like an enclosed valley surrounded by these really tall like peaks. It would be pretty much impossible to find if you hadn't teleported in here. You're not sure how deep in the jungle you are anyway. And that's another thing. You guys don't know how north you are. You could be like off the map, or you could just be in the Jade Mountains. You don't know. Tell didn't tell you because you would know this, Dorian. Tell often doesn't tell you things like that.
It's quite surprised.
With that, you will see that within this valley, there's a lot here. There are several temples. Most of them built of similar material from the mountains around you, and all in various states of repair. You see, kind of far from you guys, on the other side of a small river, there's a massive snake skeleton. And when I say massive, I mean like you could build a small village in between its ribs. Nestled in front of it is a small clearing, and you think you can make out like a few smoke fires rising from it. That's a village of some sort. Close to that is a greenstone the largest of all the temples, made of green stone and in perfect repair. There's no like plants growing on it at all. It is freshly painted in certain areas, covered in sigils, which mean nothing to you, even though you can read them. They're just arcane words or words that mean nothing out of context. Surrounding it are several other temples, all of similar like architectural design. They were clearly built by the same people, but these look not as well maintained. Like the people of this valley clearly don't care quite as much about them, and they're starting to get a little overgrown. They're still most of them still seem used. Some of them look completely abandoned. Others are just, they don't maintain them quite as much. Among them, however, you do see that sigil of the chained star.
Cool.
It's somewhat closer than the others, so it would be a short hike there now that you know the way there. Are you going down to talk to the party?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. How do you greet them as you like descend into the canopy?
Take heed, mortals, for I am your god of knowledge. There's a start thing.
Right as Carter says, "For I am your god of knowledge." For you see, right over there is you were completely right, Dan. You see a harpy eagle swoops right the fuck out of nowhere and snatches Carter.
Is Carter
High opposite.
3 damage.
Every fucking time, Carter.
How high up is it?
3 damage, Carter. It's just a harpy eagle. It's not like this isn't a demon.
I mean, I was just trying to do something cool, but it's fine. It's fine.
All right, Jordy.
Yes.
Did you actually plan for that, and did I just guess lucky, or were you inspired to do that from me saying so?
Depending on who flew, different things could happen. The larger people had a chance to get seen by villagers. Smaller people, like Carter and Ophion, wouldn't necessarily get seen by people, but animals might see them as prey. Carter, your speech got interrupted by a very rude bird What do you do?
How far up am I?
You're being carried. You're being carried in its talons towards a nest.
I'll wait till the nest.
You're just getting carried?
Guess so.
It's sunk its claws into you. Every round it's going to hurt you a little bit.
Oh.
It's trying to kill you, your prey.
Okay, well, then I'll just
Okay. You want me to roll for you?
No, I got it.
Okay. No.
Wow.
You have advantage because... No, you don't. Because you're not Warcaster. All right. Anyone want to help Carter?
I was already thinking yeah, I need help Carter now. Not liking this. How high up is this thing? How high up is this thing?
It's about 100 feet away.
Fucking shit. Alright. That's actually out of my reach.
Oh my fucking god.
Is 100 feet within anyone's reach.
No one shoot at it!
I could reach it if I used a bunch of shit to get to it. But I want to know if the casters can get to it first. Anyone?
Let's see.
It's 100 feet away. Does anyone help Carter?
Yes, I have something.
Someone's got something.
My wand of magic missiles.
All right.
And let's just use one charge.
All right. With that, you hit it. I don't think you actually kill it with that damage, but you hurt it enough that it just squawks and releases you, Carter. You fly back over and see Dorian kind of blowing his wand like a gun.
You okay there, little friend?
Thank you. So, anyway. I'm not even gonna try that anymore. I'm just sad now.
What'd you find, Carter?
So, there's plenty of different temples and stuff like that, but more I found the temple that we're looking for. I put quotes around it. But, there's also another temple over there that, is all green and painted and kept by a tribe. If we don't find anything in the temple that, we're going to, and we don't die, we might want to go to that temple next.
So there is more temples in the surrounding area. Good to know.
Tons of temples. But, the reason why this one might be more important is that it is, in the head, or near the head of a giant snake. Sorry, Ophion.
How big is giant?
It can hold a small town between its ribs.
Pretty large.
Are we sure that's not just a dragon?
No, I got a good look at it. It was definitely
Didn't look like a dragon.
Didn't look like a dragon.
That's... Okay, I get the feeling that we shouldn't be here any longer than we have to be.
I say we try to stay away from the locals, but at the same time, I'm curious.
I think we should get in here, get what we came for, get out. We're here on a mission.
Yeah, but let's
We're here on a mission.
Okay. So as you hike through the forest, I'm going to need survival checks, up to 2.
I got this. That's something I can do.
I will guidance someone.
No need to guidance me.
I
Why
have
not?
a +3 in it.
I have the best guidance.
I mean, you mean the West Wisdom.
Yeah, sorry. I have the
Alright.
I have the best survival.
Alright. I will roll a d4, and whoever gets worse, use the guidance.
That's not how it works. Give it to 1 at the beginning.
Alright, Sama.
Okay.
Sam.
I already rolled.
Yeah, so a 15
What
and
do
a
you get a
16.
guidance?
Okay.
We got the same total, so a 15 and a 16.
All right. One of you roll me a d3.
I will. That's a 1.
All right. You avoid getting lost. You avoid some quicksand. And as you're getting close, you actually find a nice area. You see one of the taller trees has gone down here, in a small, not quite meadow, because it's not really grasses that are popping up. More like, I don't know, like a vines and low, like succulent shrubs, and it's full of these really bright wildflowers. You found a nice area. Congratulations. Lucky rolls.
This is relaxing.
Aw.
We've been needing something like this.
Guys, he's smiling. Guys, he's smiling. Something's gonna kill us. He's smiling.
Well, we
Guys,
should
he's
stay
smiling.
aware.
Well, Skew, you are our canary in the coal mine.
I might just
You're our agent on the inside.
Next.
I'm telling you now, he's smiling way too happily. We should be very cautious right now. Everyone roll insight.
There's none to roll insight on.
Baby.
I mean, Stella doesn't trust plants. I'll roll insight on the fucking plants.
Give me insight on the plants.
No!
22.
All right. So, with your experience with plants, you know better than to trust them.
I know better than to trust plants. If everything else in this jungle is this dangerous, I know not to trust the fucking plants.
So while
Of
the rest
all
are
things.
kind of admiring the nice view, Carter's kind of just going, you see
Oh,
one...
this is nice.
You
Wait a
see
minute,
one
I'm laying my
yellow or
guard down
blue-
around plants.
Carter's
No.
like, you see one yellow or blue flower, you see all yellow or blue flowers, and you remember that you can't really see color.
How gray.
You don't trust them. So you very slowly approach the nearest flower. You poke it with your stick a bit. Kind of step around it. While examining it, you look at its underside, looking for any sort of movement. You bring it to your nose. You smell it to test for anything. It smells really sweet and actually really good. Give me a wisdom save.
I fucking
Abso-fucking-lutely. 14.
Alright, so while the rest of you are enjoying this, you hear some sounds of crushed leaves, and you look over, and Stella's just eating a vine. She stuck the flower in her mouth and is very slowly feeding more flowers into her mouth.
Stella?
They're really sweet and really tasty.
Stella?
Lady, I
As you
don't
see
think
the
you
most
should do
pained
that.
look on Stella's face, it's just like,
No, you want to do this. These are delicious. You want to keep
they're
eating
really
these flowers.
good. They're really good, guys.
Okay, Stella, let's focus on the mission.
I like how nobody's batting an eye at
Just
this.
keeps eating another flower. Just
Does
like,
anyone physically stop Stella?
Well, please stop doing that, and I'm going to press the gestation up very foul, order right in front of her nose.
We'll let you
Need that this year.
remake the wisdom save at advantage.
I mean, I already have advantage. 19.
Okay. Yeah. That smells enough that it kind of just snaps you out of it. And you swallowed a lot of them, but you spit out what was in your mouth, and you're kind of like, you guys don't understand. Those were delicious. I don't know what came over me, but those were delicious.
Okay, well,
I don't trust plants, but those were fucking delicious plants. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Stella is the anti-vegan.
You should be careful with Flora.
Plants,
Fauna,
I'm gonna
it's so
kill all
dangerous.
of them
You're
by eating them.
you're vegan because you like animals. I'm vegan because I hate plants. You and I are not the same.
I've heard that one before, goddammit.
Yeah,
With that,
it's still a good one.
you actually don't feel any negative downsides of it. Those are just weird flowers that taste good and have a slight mind-affecting effect. They don't actually do anything bad.
It's always the fucking plants.
It's always the plant.
Always the plants.
I knew not to trust this.
With that, you guys actually begin to see the temple ahead of you and actually see some evidence of paved paths. Draghi actually goes, wow, these are perfectly sized paths. They're actually kind of small for the rest of you. And you can see looming ahead, you're actually getting near the temple. Are you guys approaching stealthily or are you running in guns blazing?
I mean, I don't imagine I'd be particularly focused on either unless the rest of the party goes. I imagine I'd just go for a casual human stroll, conserving energy.
How about the rest of you?
if Carter can hide, he will hide.
Roll stealth.
18.
Carter's stealthed.
I'm going to guidance my stealth roll.
I thought it was
Okay, and let me check it out. That is a 8. That is a +8 to my stealth roll. So skip it about and done it.
Nat 1.
Okay, as I try to stealth, I am going to try to hide in the bushes, and then I'm going to trip over a vine and face plant into a slime mold crawling along the ground.
And
So-
Stella's literally just gonna walk right up to
Ziria.
you and help you up.
Ziria, as you're trying to find a place to hide, you see some like heavy leaves that are folded over, and you think that would actually be a really good spot. Have you guys seen those little like puffball white bats that look like wasps' nests when they group together?
Yeah.
You see
They're
some
cute.
of those. However, you didn't get quite a good look at them, so you think there's a wasp's nest a few feet from your face, and you kind of go, "Ah!" and jump away. Anyone else want to stealth? This is remember I dropped the lowest like 1 or 2. The lowest 1 or 2 stealth rolls.
I'd be a little stealthy. Since there's just random, very vicious animals out here.
Okay. Yeah, just everyone who is stealthing, roll stealth. Everyone else, are you just walking right up to the
Nat
entrance?
20.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on Stella's shoulders.
By
I
the
think
way,
seeing
in bot shit, those are the
Aw.
bats you saw.
I think seeing this many other people at least attempt to
Honduran
stealth,
white bats.
I think Stella's at least going to try.
I rolled a nat 20.
That's a 12.
Okay. With
So-
that, the lowest was a natural 1 and a 12.
Lowe's was a nat 1 and a 12.
Okay. What were the? What was? Ophion, I will need one from you two.
Yeah,
rolled a
Ophion,
nat
you were just on my shoulder, but like I was stealthing, so
Okay, I will attempt.
I'm assuming you can't just share my stealth roll.
This is more just being quiet.
My stealth roll is going to be a +2.
Stealth roll vibe. 19.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are pretty stealthy. Ziria, you had a little blunder. You're not used to this terrain. None of you are, but you really aren't. You're. This is not where you like to stealth. And Stella, you're also.
I'm temperate forest guy.
Yeah, Stella, you're also just kind of bumping into like a lot of the brushes. You're also a temperate forest person. However, you do manage to stealthily approach this small complex of temples. And see, you hear a lot of like yapping and chattering. Does anyone here speak Draconic or Lenora? You speak both Orlanura and Draconic?
No, just Draconic.
Okay. Does anyone speak Orlanura?
What is
I
Orlanor again?
do.
Is that a Nornor language?
Yeah, it's the
I do.
Nornor language of the north.
I
The
do.
oceans. Okay. It's a weird Creole between the two languages, so you can't actually understand it fully if you don't speak both. However,
What 2 languages?
Orlanura and Draconic.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
However,
I
you do
understand
hear
what it is.
like yapped halves of conversation, like go, get snacks, you eat now, and some other yapping. We're green scratch, and like you just hear little like yaps, and as you guys kind of peer through, you see. Can you guys see the map?
I can.
I see the map now. Yep.
So
Yes, I do.
Kobolds?
you see a lot of kobolds have kind of doesn't seem like they built this temple, as they're a little smaller than what would be expected of its construction, but they're definitely using it. You see the one on the north is the main body of the temple. The one that goes off screen, kind of on the lower right, that's just like a smaller stone area. You don't actually know what's in there. It's dark on the inside, so you can't see. However, yeah, there are a lot of kobolds here.
Alright. Now Carter has an idea. Okay, I didn't hear any groaning, so that means usually I come up with good ideas. Except. So, what if we make them think someone here is a god?
Who left?
Probably
Jess.
Probably
Jess.
Jess is in
Uh-oh.
disguise again.
Oh, here she is.
And they're back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So, we make them think that someone's a god or a spirit by casting a bunch of illusions and shit. Now, I know all of you are such great actors, but I think I should be the one who is the god of this temple, especially since I do have this beautiful collar of chain stars.
Considering their symbol is a star that is crossed out, I feel like
No,
It is a star that is enchained.
Star, chain, collar, there. They're kobolds. They're stupid. So no matter what,
What's the
this is
likelihood
gonna work.
they don't immediately try to throw chains on the star?
Well, then I'm still a god, and I will just fireball them. I can also fly to make this very much simpler.
should we just get the stealth attack on them?
I don't think
Well,
fighting them is a smart idea. There's usually like a ton of these fuckers.
Already you can see a lot of them. Like, it seems like these three up on the top, they seem like actual guards. These two on the temple are kind of just going about their business. They're just doing stuff. The guy down here is feeding his pet skunk. And over here there seem like to be two watchers. They actually have leathery draconic wings, and they're sitting near a gong. They just seem completely bored, and they're just standing next to each other playing a game of like sticks and rocks.
Near a gong? Oh, we need to get those guys. If we're gonna fight them then, Stella, then we need to get those guys. But personally, I think the god situation would be a smart idea. But maybe two of us can go over there and try to stop those fuckers from bringing all their friends here, because I'm not dealing with a bunch of kobolds.
I can help if you must know. I can make someone invisible.
That might help.
That actually might be helpful.
So, the god idea with two of them going over there to, just in case shit gets down. Okay? So Team A is going to be making believe that I am a god. Team B is going to make sure that those two draconic people don't ring that gong and fuck us. Good plan?
If a performance is what you want, I can quite very much help you with that.
I got that guy. Team B, probably the most stealthiest other person here besides me is going to be Ophia. Ophia? Anyone?
Yeah. Yes. I'm
also pretty stealthy when I need to be.
I'm also just like,
There's also the assassin.
Too much.
Oh,
Bane does not understand words well. Yes, I agree with whatever we're doing.
I can make one person invisible. And the moment you cast a spell or attack, the invisibilities are broken. Remember that.
Okay, so I think you should cast invisibility on...
I have a question about invisibility, and I don't know if we as players would know this.
What is your question?
If an invisible player is carrying a creature, like in their invisible clothes, would that creature become invisible? Like, say, if I were turned invisible and I put Ophion in my pocket.
I would rule yes, because if you're carrying objects, they become invisible. So, yes, I would rule that an invisible humanoid carrying Ophion or Carter, like, so long as they're making an effort to like hide them under the clothes, that would render them invisible as well.
Okay. So, if we're going to do any shenanigans with invisibility, then we could effectively make 2 people invisible. If we include Ophion in that plan.
Like I only want I don't want the whole party to go for the try to stop the kobolds from ringing the gong. I want more people just in case shit goes down on my end. So only 2 I'm sparing for that party. It can either be you, Stella, and Ophion, Stella and Zirge, Zirge and Ophion. I don't care. Me and the performance.
I think the best way to do it would be to have myself and Ophion both be invisible.
I kind of I don't know. Zirge, what is your stealth?
Like the score that I got, or my stealth score in general, like without any rolls.
Stealth score in general, because you would re-roll stealth if you're approaching the temple. That was like
I
your
have
approaching thing.
Yeah, I have a +6 normally, and I can bolster that with guidance.
Guidance breaks it. Casting a spell breaks it.
Yeah, guidance breaks it.
Okay.
Never mind, +6.
So basically, Stella's the two humanoids that are really stealthy. Stella has mobility. Zirye has theoretically like unleashing spells from behind enemy lines can be stronger. He's also got the dagger that gives him rogue stuff.
So I personally, Stella,
I will be casting spells from behind enemy lines.
Yeah, Ophion also provides the ability to cast spells from behind enemy lines. Plus, I would also help provide Ophion with that necessary mobility.
Okay. One thing, spending key points. I'm going to rule that spending key points for things like Step of the Wind, that breaks it. Because that's a class ability that would theoretically require enough like channeling of ki that it would effectively be the same as casting a spell on yourself.
Yeah, I'm fine with that ruling. Okay. I have enough things I can do without even the spending of key points to effectively make use of the stealth. I have a 90, for example, I have a 90-foot dash that would effectively be moving at half speed to be stealthy, 45 foot per round.
So then, what are you guys doing? Because you can't exactly like sit in the bushes and plan forever. You will get noticed if you do that.
Yes. So, me and
yes.
Not you, Stella. Stella, you go to the kobolds. Team A are going to try to make me as much of a god as possible.
Yeah. And which way is the gong at again?
The gong is right here with these 2 winged kobolds.
Okay, so they're just kind of standing there with their wings. The gong's like right over here, and I just have to be there to stop them from ringing it. If shit goes down.
They're there kind of distractedly playing with like twigs and rocks. It kind of looks like, what is it, like paper football, both folded leaves and stuff. You actually see, interestingly, the 2 winged ones and the guards up here all have a very thin thing of obsidian resting on the top of their snouts. You get the feeling it's something like sunglasses. You see the rest of the kobolds are clearly extremely uncomfortable in this bright light. They look like a pasty white person out in the desert sun.
Why did you look at me, honey?
No reason.
They're cave kobolds, not in a cave.
Yeah, they all seem extremely uncomfortable. The rest have what look like really rudimentary sunglasses. There's actually just like a slab of obsidian thinned to the point that you can see through it.
Cool. So anyway.
So that's actually a good way to disable them if necessary. Alright.
Alright, so Team A...
I just thought of something great with this.
No. We have a plan.
No.
What's your plan? And I'll say this is the last bit of planning you guys can do, because you're in a... Just, what's the plan? Just let her speak.
But I need to talk to Team A.
Yeah. So, just
Fine.
okay, Stella. What were you saying? Stella?
Invisibility spell. Would Ophion's spells break my invisibility?
I would imagine so.
No, because Ophion isn't. You're not doing anything. However, I would rule that like most spells, you would kind of have to let Ophion out of. So Ophion would become visible, whether they're floating on your shoulder or like sitting on the ground. You would
Or
have
poking
to,
a
like,
head out of my pocket or something.
Ophion will be visible, at the very least when casting the spell. Theoretically, he can like cast and then duck back in, but that gives
That would
time for him to see
require
things.
that would require some kind of like we would need to.
It will
That would
hurt
be.
your stealth, but it doesn't break invisibility.
That's what I care about. All right.
With that,
All right.
Dorian, how do you cast invisibility?
Well, Dorian takes out his candle, and immediately a purple flame appears. There's almost a little wave around Stella, and then blows out the flame. And the smoke from the candle starts circling around you, and as it goes up and up, you slowly begin to disappear, alike with the flame.
All right. With that, Stella and Ophion, you are completely invisible.
Woo!
You're free to move wherever you please. Meanwhile, the rest of the team, what are you guys doing? Also, Draghi. Draghi's sticking with you, but he clearly got like stung by something or poisoned by something he ate, so he can't really act. He's like, oh, I'll stay with you. If I start feeling better, I'll be able to help. But right now, I'm gonna sit back here and I'll be reinforcements if someone tries to sneak up behind us.
Also, feel free to contribute to positioning Ophion.
And I'll say that the temple walls are like 20 feet high. Meanwhile, Team A, what are you guys doing?
So my plan is for me to start flying, press to digitate some lights around me to make myself look more godlike. If there's anything else any of you two can do for me, that would be absolutely amazing. Because if all goes south, I'm fireballing half of them. So I am their god. And music dude, do you mind making a very loud, pretty noise?
Hello?
I mean, I can do all the magical effects you need.
Sounds
This
good.
is the odd stage, but I can do that.
The goal is just to make me look more godlike than I already am. Because I am a cat.
Okay.
I can't say anything because I'm already over here.
All right. So how do you walk me step by? Because each of you have one action to cast something. I'll say flying wore off, Carter, because it was a long hike through the jungle.
I understand.
So, what do all three of you cast?
I fly.
All right. So you're flying. Ziria, how are you helping?
I could probably just cast prestidigitation to help distract them, and once once enough of them get into the same location, web them.
Sure.
No.
Well, for now,
Don't start doing shit.
What are you doing? Your prestidigitation can help, but like you're using it now. What are you doing like with prestidigitation to make Carter seem more godlike?
Trumpet sounds.
All right. And then Dorian, what are you doing?
A fine angelic glow beneath our flying god of feline nature.
All right. So Carter, you hear beckoning trumpets and the little like flames of smoke beneath you when you fly like turn a brilliant gold and you're shining with a radiant light. Immediately, the kobold like feeding his skunk just goes and like clearly like just like jumps in fright as this comes out of nowhere right next to him. The ones up here all kind of like jump to attention. They're not sure what's going on. What do you do?
It is I, the owner of this temple.
What language are you speaking?
Draconic?
Okay.
No Draconic?
Okay. All right, so you float up, and in Draconic...
It is I, the owner of this temple. I am here to reclaim my rightful temple. I come from the forest after a long and treacherous battle with other creatures of the forest.
Dorian and Zirie, what are you doing to enhance this? By the way, this is taking a while, so Stella and Ophion can move as they please. You can kind of go anywhere. These guys have shit perception in the daylight, so... And I rolled
Maybe
for them.
sneak in.
They do not see you while you two are invisible, so you can be pretty much wherever you want.
Yeah. How's right here, Ophion?
Wait. Where did you go and how did you climb? So you were there and you climbed up?
Yeah, I was there and just like...
It's
I figured
20,
just like...
It's a 20-foot wall. How are you going up it?
I figured, if the distraction is lasting this long, we could probably take the stairs.
You're taking the stairs up? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't visually show it, but I figured taking the stairs would probably be the safest bet with the invisibility.
Okay.
Just like around here. And then right here. Do you think that's a good spot, Ophion?
That's good.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, cool.
With that,
You are...
It's there.
I will need an
right
acrobatics or an athletics check because that
I-
staircase you used isn't really stairs. It's kind of just vines that are growing especially thick right there.
Yeah, I can give you one. Give me a sec. I have to figure out what I can do.
You're a monk. They're good enough that it's not hard to climb them. It's hard to climb them stealthily.
Let me see. This the right roll?
Okay.
Shit, that's a 22.
Okay. Anyway, with that, yep, you get over there. So Zirie and Dorian, what are you doing to enhance Carter as he's proclaiming that he is the god of this temple?
Well, as I'm struggling to suppress a snicker from Carter's comment about him battling the creatures of the forest, he is probably going to substitute the trumpet. I can kind of, sort of understand what you're saying. I am going to substitute the trumpet sounds for maybe like a ferocious beast snarl, like when he says like creatures of the forest.
Okay. And Dorian?
And after the beast's roar, I'm going to pull out my lyre and do a nice accompaniment of an angelic tune to go along with our god and the god on land.
All right. With that, Carter, pick either bluff or pick either deception or intimidate, depending on what you're trying to instill in these guys.
Deception.
And you can make it an advantage. Yeah, you can make it an advantage.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh, no.
It's fine. It's a 17 on the die. Plus 8, 25 total. You see immediately all the kobolds are like, it's a god! God! That one's a god! And this one kind of, that's on the ground, will kind of just retreat kind of further away. They truly believe you're a god.
Damn right they do.
There's a god attacking our temple!
Silence. I am not attacking this temple. For I see you have taken great care of it. I just wish to be part of it again.
For a 25, I will say they don't immediately sound the alarm. However, you do kind of hear, maybe God! Not our God! You look nothing like our gods. We've seen our gods! And then one of goes, then what is the one on number 2?
What?
Alfion, I think we should get ready.
What the fuck?
If you have an action, I would prepare. I don't know what spells you got for this, but
The one
can
down
keep
here
these guys off.
will go, defend the temple from the bad god, and we'll take his skunk and just throw it at you.
Oh.
You know what would be cool, guys? If somebody else hit that.
You see the skunk sails into the air, then kind of arcs down and just lands nearby, and then skitters off into the bushes.
I show them my collar. This temple belongs to me as well as you. As you can see, my collar has dictated that this is my birthright to own this temple. It would be nice of you to let me in. I have stuck to your gods, and they will allow me to come in too. For why else would I be here in front of you? Going to roll.
You will see. No, I'll keep your 25. They believe everything you're saying. This one, this main one up here, will go, chained stars. It is from within the temple. As they told us, the evil creatures shall emerge from the temple. To war!
Ah, damn. Alright, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, you get the feeling these guys were not defending the temple. They were defending the nest from what's within the temple.
Oh, well.
Meanwhile, two of you who are close to the gong ones, they immediately get up and like grab their gong and they're ready to start ringing. But first, initiative.
Initiative. Bump, 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 bump.
Fortunately, the gong guys were very distracted. They rolled a natural 1.
21. Why did I say 24?
Okay.
That's not bad. Oh.
I feel like a lot of people rolled not bad.
Oh wait, I need to do my initiative.
Damn, I tried really hard. I thought it would work.
You didn't. You rolled really well, and you convinced them that you were a god. Unfortunately, you didn't know what they were doing, so...
That is exactly what they were afraid of.
Yeah.
Your plan, you failed successfully.
Mission failed successfully.
Damn, I worked really hard. Those are really good
It
rolls.
was really good. The issue was the lack of information.
And you couldn't have known unless, you know,
Unless
you were
you rolled to
invisible.
listen for a while. Okay. With that, 25 to 20.
21.
Okay. Carter, 20 to 15.
14.
Also 14.
Same modifier number.
Who
Same
wants to go
modifier.
first?
Not it.
I guess I am. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do.
Okay,
do
Stella
back
and
real quick.
Zirie, what were your
And
rolls?
Zirie's
13.
13.
And yours
I'm a
were-
9.
Okay. All right. With that, I'm trying to get the music to play. Carter, your turn.
Sorry, you're gonna have to play for me. Alright,
So you are here. They're kind of hard to see, unfortunately, but there's a kobold, and there's a kobold, and there's also kobolds farther away.
You think I can fireball in this distance?
Yep, you're close enough that you can fireball that.
I don't want to waste any of my spells.
That's the thing. You don't know how deep this temple goes.
Eldritch Blast.
Sure, we'll have time to short rest.
Probably.
So then, who are you Eldritch Blasting?
The guy in front.
All right, roll the hit.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Describe what happens to him.
I incinerate
Well-
him.
Yeah, the first one is doing minimum 18 damage. You have 2 Eldritch Blasts. Where do you direct the second one after the first one just... Fight the god! Goo.
Can I aim it at one of these guys?
Sure.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay. You hit. Roll damage on that second one.
Wait, is it?
Roll damage. No, you hit him automatically. You got the natural 20. Oh wait, no, actually, no, you have to reroll. Here, I'll just roll the d20 for you.
No,
Sure. The second one, he's got cover, unfortunately.
Okay,
So the second one hits the stone. However, yeah, you did effectively delete one instantly.
Does that prove that I'm one of the cats?
It proves that they need to retreat. Yeah, these guys will all... The end times are upon us! You will hear...
I like how there's literally a divot in the stone where that guy was, completely unrelated.
No, that divot was created by Carter. That is what a crit Eldritch Blast does. You had them pretty effectively scared. Let me roll will on them. Okay, they're good. Oh, God. Okay, so... Little one... This one who was down here who threw the skunk earlier, he just... It looks like he's trying to hide, but he's too scared to look for a hiding spot, so he kind of just curls up near a leaf and is just, like, quivering. This one screams, "Protect the children! The end times are upon us!" This is their home!
I feel so bad! They don't know anything!
Technically, the one that was splattered is still alive if you want to revive him,
No,
but...
he died. It's his fault for being on the wall.
You splattered him like a beat 'em up mook.
And Carter doesn't actually care. It's like, it's just like...
Wapaskew cares a lot more.
He doesn't care. Wapaskew cares.
Yeah, they're all preparing. That scared them, and yeah, so these two are running to protect the children. These guys are preparing for the fight of their lives. This one is just scared and hiding. And you see the two gong guys are actually looking off, Carter, you'll see. They're looking off in the direction of the giant snake skeleton and getting ready to start ringing the gong.
Shit.
With that, Dorian.
Alright. This is clearly a mess. Let's see what tale comes up today. 5. 5 is... Huh.
My.
Alright, I'll hold on to that one. 5 won't help us yet, because no one's close enough. Alright, and... I'm going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 20... 30, move here. And they have bows?
They have... You don't really know. They're hiding behind large statues right now, and they're small, so you can't really see them. Maybe you can, like, see the corner of this guy.
Alright then. If I can see the corner of him, then I'm going to use my wand of magic missiles and use 2 charges.
Alright.
That's 4 of them. That's 44 plus 4.
4. 10 damage. Easy.
Actually still alive.
Wow.
He looks badly hurt by that, and as those hit him, he'll kind of like duck for cover, like, I'm injured!
Don't let them near that gun.
Alright, unfortunately you see those guys are scrambling. They both kind of grab the stick for ringing it, and are currently like fumbling, both like... There's like a Three Stooges moment where it's fell out of both of their hands and they're both grabbing it, and it's just bouncing in the air. Because they rolled a natural 1 on initiative. Ophion.
Okay, so Stella, I get one, you get the other, or do you want me to get both? Try and get both of them.
Try and get both if you can. I would like to retain invisibility for you if possible.
That makes things more difficult.
You can't get both. That is perfectly understandable, but do remember that if you can, then we can keep this invisibility for up to an hour for you.
You can also just attack the environment if you want to cut down the gong.
Yeah, but that might make a ringing sound.
It's a gong. If you drop it on the floor, it doesn't resonate.
I mean, I can't just push over the gong. Yes, I can just Mage's hand and
Yeah.
push the gong over the edge.
You could telekinesis just knock the gong over.
No,
I can
just cut the string.
But, Ophion, what are you doing?
I am knocking the gong off the flat. I'm knocking the gong down.
Give me an int check to see how strong your telekinesis is.
I can push a person.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, because you can push creatures, so I want to see, like, what's the strength on this.
Wait, what do you? Okay, Arcana?
Just an int check.
Just an int check.
You gotta use the brain real hard.
Uh-huh. Please roll good. Yep.
Yeah, Zirie, as you're readying for battle, you're like, alright. You draw your sword, you draw your dagger, and you hear in your head, finally. Now, are we ready to fight someone? And you kind of have to duck as a gong shoots past your head like a frisbee. What the fuck? The gong is gone, and you see both of the kobolds are looking around like, what happened to gong? One of them looks over and just sees a floating snake head peering out of the out of the thing, and they're just like, I don't know. They don't know what that is in front of them, but it got rid
I'm
of
gonna
the
pop back in my pocket.
In the pocket.
Ghosts. You see one of them will just take the gong, like, drumstick and just kind of throw it in the direction. Fuck off, ghost! Alright, Ziria, your turn. Stella, you're on deck.
I don't know. I feel kind of bad for attacking these guys.
We have to attack these guys. It's too late. We tried. We tried the peaceful method, man.
Fuck, this is her.
I mean, there's a difference
This-
between fighting and genocide. It's not like you have to kill them all.
This is for Velistrom. I'm going to have these two over here been damaged.
No, but their gong is gone. It seems like their only job is to
Also,
ring the
don't
gong.
hurt the people. Don't hurt those people. Come on. I mean, just let them go.
The two over here are winged. It seems like their only job was to ring the gong, and the gong is gone.
It's gong.
It's gong.
Boo! Both of you, you belong in hell.
Gong is gone.
But the Velistrom.
I am going. They're kobolds. What would they fear? I'm going to use prestidigitation to make it seem like a lion or a big cat is growling here, and I'm gonna rustle the bushes to make it look like it.
Alright, yeah, so you all hear just from the bushes, like, and it actually kind of intimidates you for a moment because you're like, oh god, we're being surrounded. With that, Stella, your turn. Carter, you're on deck.
Wait, does my thing do anything for like the three guys up here? Like,
They're
are they?
intimidated, but it's not gonna like have an immediate like. They're already hiding.
Right.
Alright, so I'm just going to stealthily use my movement to make my way over towards where the the fighting is, while like just maintaining stealth for Ophion. So the farthest I can make it is like here.
Okay. Give me a quick perception check as you move.
Yeah. 15.
Shit. Actually, do you speak Ranaran or do you speak Orlanura or Draconic, Stella?
I do not.
Ophion, give me a perception check.
Okay. Plus, I think it's 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
as you're
good tonight,
beginning
actually.
to run, you hear one of them yell, "Brother, we fly! We need to warn the lesser dragons."
Just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him.
Nope.
No, we're killing him? No, we're killing him. Okay.
The what?
The lesser dragons.
Are you gonna tell me about that, Ophion?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so when in my movement do I hear about that?
Around there. That's when it.
Around.
That's where.
Around.
Because remember, they're not really speaking Orlanura, so that's how long it takes for Ophion to like process what he heard and then tell you.
Shit. I'm gonna have to dash and then fucking. They're gonna have a chance to hear me, but I'm gonna have to dash to get back.
Okay.
A lot of things going on. A lot of people are running, so.
You run over there, and then you heel turn immediately. They don't hear you. They still don't know you exist.
Fucking cool.
Alright, so that's your turn. Their turn. They're both going to spread their wings and take off. They make it 30 feet.
Oh my god, you guys should have just...
I mean, they're in fireball range.
Yeah, but we don't want to waste our spell slots.
With that, Carter, your turn.
I mean, of course we don't want to, but like...
Can I fly up
You want to
here
find
and
out what a
I'll
lesser
flash
dragon
them?
is?
Sure.
Well-
You fly up here. Yeah, who are you? So you're targeting these two with Eldritch Blasts?
Yes.
Okay, roll 2d20s.
Who's on deck, by the way?
Yeah, after Carter, Dorian, you're on deck.
Oh, sorry. Both hit?
Both hit.
Alright. You know what?
Okay, you see this
See.
one, previously
Do I
injured
know?
by a magic missile, will like reach up, grab what looks like a weird jar of some sort. You will never take our home! And he takes one step out and just immediately, boom, gets shot and falls down.
Question. So, with my nat crit on the first
Mhm.
thing, does that...
No, there's no more transferring of the crit for this one.
Yeah, but Genie's Rage. Did I lose that because...
That's the first round. That's the first attack of any round. I would say you could have targeted the less injured guy with Genie's Wrath. Because clearly the other one was like an inch from death. So Genie's Wrath works on the first Eldritch Blast that
yeah.
hits. So you get to but it restarts every round.
Oh, so does it restart now?
Yeah, so every time it's your turn, you can use Genie's Wrath on the first Eldritch Blast or damaging spell you throw out.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry, I just needed to know that.
No, it's fine.
So that
Alright.
means Genie's
20.
Wrath would work here, right?
Only the first one hits, so... Oh my god,
No, both of them hit.
Yeah, but you were splitting it. You were targeting two different creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah. These two both go down. They're being slaughtered!
By Carter!
Oh my god!
My god!
I am your
I'm
god!
gonna go.
I am flying
My-
and I am your god!
I am your god, and God is mad. Okay. Alright.
Does this intimidate any of them?
They are terrified! A demon emerged out of the jungle and just slaughtered 3 of them. They're horrified.
2 of their greatest guards and
Yeah, their captain got shot down without even... None of them have been able to get an attack off.
Oh, you guys better fucking stop those other guys or else we're fucked.
Yeah.
Not gonna make it to warn the dragons.
You're not sure if they need help.
Yeah.
However, as you start running, when you're about here, give me a dex save as you're running, and you feel like a string catch your leg, and you remember, all right, kobolds. Heard a lot of stories about their ingenious trap making.
Oh.
Reflex.
Wow, roll that one.
Ingenious trap making.
Oh my god, what did you roll?
Okay,
What did you do?
so
Oh my god!
the way this trap works is 5 poison darts shoot out, and and each one has its own poison. And for every 5 that you got, not counting nat ones, you would block one of the 5 darts. You take all 5 darts to the chest.
Oh my god.
Give me. Oh my god! How 5 different poisons at once? I'm sorry.
Con saves?
5 con
Is that
saves.
5?
Sequentially.
5 con save.
Oh my fucking god.
And copy this, and then let's go. 1, 2,
16, 16, 15,
4.
5, 8.
Okay.
What was the DC?
Fuck?
All right.
What were the DCs?
That's what I'm pulling up because I need to pull up the list of poisons.
Oh god.
God.
Oh god. You're fucked.
This is a cool trap. So long as no one rolls a nat 1 on it, it should be fine.
Me,
Come on,
with
where's
a dex save, rolling that one.
Mm-hmm.
We can revive people.
Yeah, but we were hoping for Dorian to last more than 1 session.
That's fair.
Hey,
Okay, I will
technically
look at
it's-
the poisons in a second.
Can I go get you? Would you like alcohol?
Just water for now. Thank you. Sorry, I lost the list of poisons. Here it is. Okay.
If you want, I can help look some of these up.
All right. Can you look up giant toad venom, please? And that would be the last one. So it is 8.
Uh-oh.
So a failed save on giant toad venom is giant toad poison is just a 1d10
Okay.
on a failed save,
So take
which is a
1d10.
DC 11.
Yeah, take 1d10 damage.
Alright. 1d10.
Yeah, would you mirror all this?
Yeah, I'll let you roll the damage because I'm busy looking other things up.
All right.
Okay,
guessing-
so for
I'm
the
guessing you're-
16, for the 16, you successfully resist the wyvern poison.
The first 16, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah. So take 8. Oh wow, 8 poison damage from the first dart. However much that D10 is for the last dart, and then the other 3. Oh dear God.
8, then 5.
Yes.
Okay. All right. As the second dart hits you, give me that would actually be a wisdom save. So, on the 13 die, what's a wisdom save?
13.
Okay. Oh, you have no wisdom bonus?
Nope.
Asleep.
Oh, which... Oh, are these all simultaneous?
All simultaneous.
Okay, that's good. Because if these were... if these weren't simultaneous, that would make the next ones complicated. But
Okay. Next one was a 12 con save. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Fortunately, you're not weak to this poison, so you resist it with a 14. And then...
Wait, I'm half-o. I can't put into magical sleep.
Oh! This is poisonous sleep.
what kind of poison is it?
Sand cellar. Okay, so I'll say you resist it, because sleep is so rare, I'll let half-elves. So you take the poison damage that you took earlier, and then the third one, the fourth one, some malice root, hits you, and you feel like just horribly sick.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you feel like
Okay.
horribly nauseous and sick, as you have disadvantage on dexterity checks until you finish a long rest, a shorter long rest.
Sand Cellar is a magical sleep and does not affect elves or half-elves.
Yep. So you just take the poison damage that we've already listed. I think it's 16 total, and you have disadvantage on dex checks until you take a short rest. With
Oh
that,
my god.
do you want to keep moving?
Well,
Would you like to stop and catch your breath for a round?
I could keep moving forward.
Okay. Do you know what were the magical words that you should have said before moving your character icon? I roll perception. As you start walking up the stairs, you see a glyph start to glow beneath your feet.
No!
God damn it.
Give me a dex save. And I'll roll for Carter because Obscue's out right now.
No, that's a disadvantage!
No, it's only checks. It's only checks. Oh my god, you pass.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Wupsky's
So
gonna be pissed.
you step on that rune and you're like, oh right, traps. Fireball.
Traps! Okay, it's okay, I'm fine. Traps.
Halved to 9 fire damage.
And I'm back. Sorry about that.
Wait,
Yeah, so that's 9.
there was this fire damage though, right?
Yep. Carter resists fire damage, so Carter failed to save, but then Carter resists fire, so you both took 9 fire damage. So what you missed, Dan, Dorian triggered every trap along the walkway.
Leave it to the old man to be the meat shield.
you like look down from your you were steeling yourself for battle, and as you look up, you see Dorian. He kind of has a swelling around his chest where several poison darts hit him, and now his clothing is singed and he's on fire slightly. He looks bad.
Well, I haven't used my bonus action, so I'm gonna use Healing Word, which because of my spirit focus heals me for D8 plus a D4 plus a D8 plus my casting modifier. My spellcasting modifier.
D4, D8 charisma. That's a lot. That's actually a lot for a healing word.
That's
Damn.
12 off of you.
12 healing off a bonus action and a level 1 spell slot.
Yep.
Yeah,
It says
that's
any
good.
healing cast using the spirit focus.
As
Increase.
you get up the stairs, you're just like, oh my god. Oh, I'm not cut out for this anymore. As you feel your age and poison getting to you. Just give me a moment, Carter. And you
And
hum a healing tune.
and for my action,
Didn't you double move?
No, I was already up.
Oh, okay.
Pretty close.
Never mind. You have
And then-
action then.
Single move, healing word. This has been a long turn, y'all.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, 5
so I'm
poisons hit him.
Bro, I've had half a drink in just this one turn.
I'm gonna look at this one guy who's probably cowering fear. How about you just stop? And I've already been through quite a lot, and you're gonna be through a lot more if you don't just surrender. As I could use prestidigitation to make the flame coming off my candle come roaring and terrifying.
Roll me an intimidate. At
Can I do
advantage because Carter
performance?
just killed his friends.
You know,
Yeah.
you just stepped through a fireball.
Yeah, you emerged from an explosion. Oh my god.
Nat 20.
20.
And that's plus 6, so that's 26.
Here, have my acid, and he'll roll an acid flask to you, and he's just cowering right now. He's watering the plants beneath him.
Man.
As he's quite compliant, I'll, using prestidigitation, make the flame to slowly go back into the candle.
He's just cowering in horror. Kobold's turn. That guy's
Right?
out. You just see the guys by the nest
Oh,
are like bracing defenses. You see like little like boards of like the kobold version of those like spiked anti-horse boards go up as they're like, defend the children. And you see one's like, no, I have to help them. It's too late. They're all gone.
man, I feel bad.
This is what happens when a high-level party walks into a kobold camp. It happens.
Man, I feel
Also-
bad. Anyways, I am nuking the 2 kobolds flying away.
Also, I love how it tells like
Give me their deck saves.
be careful, Dorian. Also, Dorian walks into like 2 different kobold
Yeah,
traps.
Zeria, you're on
This is
deck.
better than having to fight.
By the way,
Came out fine.
I found cinnamon.
Cool. What's the save?
Imagine DC
Fif-
6
I
15.
think it's
Wait, is
15?
this fireball?
Unless I forgot the chains. Yes, this is fireball.
Roll damage first, because it might kill them anyway.
Okay. Yep.
The kobolds are still
You
kobolds.
see, you hear from the den. You hear a much smaller yapping. Fly, Dad! Run!
Okay, we gotta kill the kids too.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
This is so sad. Gomennasai. Kobold.
The half is 14.
Yeah, they both go down. The one that
I
failed
feel
is
like I
the
took
one that
all-
failed is
Listen,
outright dead.
I can recover this on the sword rest with arcane recovery. I'm good.
I feel like I'm like
Gomennasai.
Dorian who took all those darts.
Kobold.
I'm good.
I'm rolling death saves for the other winged
We
one,
are
by the way.
so awful.
Well, he's remember he's falling.
Fuck
He's
with
Yeah, it
He's
doesn't
making
matter.
death saves.
They both crack. They both. You see a fireball goes off. One of them is clearly dead, and the other just into the jungle. You hear.
Oh my god. Kill the kid. I tried.
Oh no.
And you just
The fight
and
is over.
Ophion.
Zirye, the fight is over. The only remaining kobolds are the ones hiding in their home, trying to pull the children into the deeper dens. You have yet to contribute to the murder. What do you
Ophion,
do?
you just hear a whisper from invisibility next to you, Ophion. There was nothing we could do.
Zirye, what are you doing?
Join us.
Zirye's
Dear. Oh dear.
Zirye is just going to he's going to facepalm in despair, but he doesn't even have the strength to raise his arm. He's just going to mage hand and put it against his face as he's trying to hold back a frown.
You're having some real "Are we the baddies?"
Yes,
Are
are
we
we
the
the
evil people?
baddies?
Okay, so
With that,
with that,
congratulations. No one escaped. I'm not sure I even want to ask this, but do you pick up any of the downed ones, or are you just leaving them?
What do you mean pick up?
Most of them aren't outright dead.
Oh, no. I leave them, because they can wake up and go tell the other camp.
we're kind of on a time crunch here.
I'm sorry, we got
But-
deadlines. Leave them for dead.
They would just as sooner turn around and kill us. But even if we spared their what few remained.
Man.
The
Let's-
three over here are dying, not dead. So it's up to you guys. Also, their den is over here if you want to raid that or murder the children.
I mean,
No.
We're good.
Before I
We
step
do not
across
need to
here,
kill
by the way,
women and the
I
children.
to roll
as well.
perception. 22.
Yeah,
Are
there's
there
a
any
net.
traps in this
There's a net
15-foot
trap.
step?
There's a net trap, but you're a monk. You can easily jump over it now that you know it's there.
Very cool. Is there any traps that got missed over here?
Nope. Trust. Dorian was very thorough in checking face first.
By the way, does Carter know?
This
Carter's flying.
You're still invisible, so Carter. Oh, by the way, take 9 damage, Carter. Dorian triggered an explosion trap right next to you.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
After
hold
he
on.
got shot with
I
the
would have to
ball?
make
Yeah, he triggered 2 traps in that movement.
Oh wow.
First taking all 5 poison darts and then a fireball trap.
Oh wow.
actually, I have to roll concentration checks to see if they
yeah.
still
Oh,
be
yeah.
invisible.
I'll count the poison darts as 1. Yeah, you make it.
Then, yeah,
You
you're
do
good.
see-
You're good.
Nice.
The nest kobolds are though they are mainly protecting. You see a few of them are like grabbing their treasures and moving them further in if you want to raid them.
Can we
Nah,
just
that's
go
not
up
what
to
we're
them
here
and
for.
say, hey, give us your stuff.
You can, Carter, if you want.
I know that.
Carter,
Carter.
Nah.
I think we've done enough.
Nah.
Alright, so as you guys are entering the temple,
I'm gonna keep the invisibility up, and I'm just gonna let Ophion just like poke his head out of my pocket if he so desired,
Is
just to let
anyone
people know
doing-
where I am.
is anyone doing anything with the 3 downed but not dead kobolds right there?
We should
You know what?
probably
Fuck
look
it.
at-
Yeah. I'll
I'll stabilize him.
yeah
Can
stabilize
we
him.
tie them up first? Like, seriously? Tie them up? Tying them up? Is
There's no need to.
Actually, it's
They're
only
not
2.
a-
One surrendered without a fight.
There's
So-
no need to tie them up.
We
They're
need-
not a threat. We
They are
one-shot
a
them.
threat if they go and tell their masters.
There's
okay?
a whole den of kobolds right here that you guys have. That's the thing. There's a whole den right here, and they're not stopped by anything.
Yeah, we're tying them up, and
I'm just gonna stabilize them. 20 on the first one.
I don't know how to tie them up. Somebody help.
You really
8
don't
on
need
the
to tie them. Oh god.
8 on the second medicine check.
So you hear
If,
from
if
the
we were
den,
worried about the kobolds doing anything, then we'd have to fight the entire den.
You hear from the den, no! Small scale! As she rolls a natural 6 on her grapple check. You see a single child running out at you guys.
Oh
Father! Holding a small sharpened stick that wouldn't even like pass for an arrow for you guys.
I'm gonna step in the way.
Is anyone doing
Old man.
Oh well, of course. I'm gonna
And
cast
remember,
Eldritch
cloak of
Blast.
displacement,
Do
so
you Eldritch Blast
the child has disadvantage. I'm gonna let the child try to stab me, and also they have disadvantage to try to stab me.
Yeah, he's in sunlight. Yeah, he has disadvantage from that.
He
Oh
also-
no, also my
also-
cloak of displacement.
I'm gonna say he has triple disadvantage then.
Triple disadvantage.
But rolls well, does a 14
Oh my
hit?
god. Actually, it does.
Oh my god. Despite everything.
You have been stabbed by a child.
Despite
Take
okay, you see Dorian pulls his cloak close, and he kind of becomes non-Euclidean,
Euclidean?
as like he kind of like seems to exist in multiple places at once. You see this kid can barely see it, like squinting in the sunlight, but powered by raw Aaron Yeager vengeance, he runs up and stabs your shoe for 1 damage.
Oh.
And I just like pick up the child and bring him back to the nest, still invisible.
Yes.
All right.
What if she messed with
Child,
anything?
you don't know what
Say
you're
no,
doing.
This isn't even a fight. So you walk up to the nest and you see the rest. How intelligent are they?
Man.
Yeah, they know something invisible is carrying him. Just walk up. They're like, invisible creature, it's gonna eat Little's Claw.
Set the child down. walk away.
It's just sitting there crying.
No.
You came up and massacred a village.
We tried.
Anyway,
We tried. Let me have my drink.
stepping within the temple.
Man.
I haven't even
Fortunately,
done the most dangerous things I could do.
There are extremely heavy stone doors closing the temple.
Fortunately.
Well, it means whatever's inside probably didn't hear this.
Well, I am God.
So, give me strength checks to open them. And are you doing it stealthily, or are you just kicking open these doors?
Wait, before we open the doors. I'm gonna do something.
Mm-hmm.
Gaseous 4.
Alright, you're gaseous.
Like,
Remember, you can only move 10
gaseous.
feet. And you can still take damage from attacks. It turns out.
Yeah, but I can slip through the cracks and we see like what's fucks in there, right?
Okay, fair. Alright. By the way, if anyone wants to change the music, you can. I no longer care about copyright because we're not doing this on Twitch, so... So Carter, you alone see the inside of this temple. You see two... Give me a stealth check, because you're not invisible.
Yeah, but I don't make a noise.
But you're an orange cloud. They might not know you're a creature, but they definitely might see something.
Fine. Luckily, I'm
Yeah.
also this party's rogue in a sense.
I mean, yeah, if a Cheeto cloud
Carter-
just invaded my house...
Carter
he would-
says, I am God in everything.
Well, it's fine.
Man, this Cheeto dust is more powerful than ever. Fucking Chester
Okay,
Cheeto
well,
looking
when that
motherfucker.
light loads, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. It's +6. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Usually when it doesn't load like that,
Also-
you just have to retype it.
No.
Or Dice Maiden just doesn't want to work right now. Guess I'm
Yeah.
Hold on.
rolling
I got it in,
Here,
I got
just
it
rolled
in,
Oh god.
What?
Natural two.
Come on.
Man.
Fuck.
So yeah, as you're entering, you see there are two guard kobolds, kind of just sitting around. They're kind of looking
Did
around
I
like,
get like advantage for this?
no. Why would you have advantage?
Because the doors weren't open.
Yeah, but you're an orange cloud seeping through the crack,
Oh,
and they have dark vision.
fine.
You see
Isn't there no color in dark vision?
There's no color.
There's
but
no
you
color in
still
dark
see,
vision.
like, smoke. They'd see something weird. So yeah, you just see two kobolds kind of manning this bridge-like thing. They seem confused. They're like, I swear I heard something outside. I'm not checking it out. Our best fighters are out there. We don't need to. What the hell is that? Do you see that? And they're like pointing at like the cloud of smoke emerging through the door. What is that? What do you do?
Prestidigitation, a stinky smell from a skunk.
Prestidigitation can only occupy 5 feet. So you can target one of them with that.
I target one of them with that?
Okay. Deception?
I had to make another concentration check for that invisibility. There you go. Whenever Dice Maiden decides to work again.
Dice Maiden will never decide to work again. It is making
Dice
fucking
Maiden
down.
has died.
I'll just
Yeah, it
roll
looks
in.
like Dice Maiden might actually just be like down for maintenance or something.
Okay. 7 plus what?
6.
Oh, yeah, Dice Maiden is offline.
Oh, okay, yeah, Dice Maiden's down for a while. Alright, we're using Roll20 now for our rolls. Okay. Ugh. What is that thing? I see a face on it! Ah! And they're both gonna just take out, like, little slingshots, and they'll fire 2 rocks at you.
Can you put this down?
What?
They fired
Sorry.
slingshots and missed.
There you are.
And they missed. They
Okay.
completely missed. Carter,
So
your turn.
roll 14
Meanwhile, everyone else,
concentration
give
check.
me strength checks to open this door.
Not it.
Alright.
Just raw strength?
Yeah.
No proficiency?
It can be in athletics, yeah.
Oh, it can be athletics.
Remember, Dice Maiden's down. Don't roll in Discord.
Oh, god damn it. I was
Yeah,
was doing
if that's an athletics, that's gonna be a 14.
and that's plus that's a 17.
No, I just typed it instead of rolling the dice. It's done.
It's fine. With that, oh my god.
I rolled a 19. Holy shit.
That's an 8.
Scrawny Zirye is putting his all into this. And with that, you actually crack the doors open enough to be able to see Carter kind of just staring at these 2 kobolds here.
So,
I don't know why Ophion didn't just use telekinesis instead of...
I'm dumb.
Ophion frequently forgets what Ophion does.
It's true.
With
I
that,
have hands. I forget.
Dorian, that's actually your turn, because Carter and the kobolds got a turn. And Ophion, you're on deck.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll perception to see if there's any
getting-
traps.
Oh yeah, it is completely dark in here, so if you are human, you cannot see.
I have
Ah,
dark
fucking
vision.
shit.
We're
I
so
might,
safe, the legends.
I might need to break invisibility unless someone uses a light spell.
don't worry.
Carter's about to light him the fuck up.
I'm gonna set one on fire. You'll be able to see where he runs to.
So we're doing murder. Okay, so I'm
Alright.
I'm just gonna
Dorian,
use Scorching Ray
Um,
on.
Okay, so
I mean,
perception to
yeah,
see if there's any
usually.
traps.
Not really.
I'm not walking
Yes, this
forward.
bridge is slicked with
Is
grease.
it my turn?
No, it's Dorian, you're on deck, which means you're up next.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that so that
So-
people can prepare in advance. The bridge is
So
slick.
21?
If you're not careful crossing it, you'll slide into the whatever the hell is down here.
Alright. So
Yes.
move
The
here.
bane of my existence. Grease. The thing that almost killed me in, like, session 2 or 3.
I'm gonna use the wand and use only one charge on this one.
Okay.
So that's 3d4 plus 3. 11
Oh my God,
damage.
these guys somehow have less hit points
Damage.
than the last group.
We're just gonna
Don't you know the last group was their strongest warriors?
Yeah. Downed. Ophion, your turn.
So I'm just gonna Scorching Ray that one.
Scorching Ray?
Oh, not Scorching Ray. I'm sorry. I mean Firebolt. I have
that's
too many
what I
fire
figured. I'm
spells.
like, that
Firebolt.
seems like what this kobold in
Firebolt.
particular do to you.
we just wanted to use
Everything. You did
I will
everything.
use
That
all
was
of my
just,
malice on this kobold in particular. Fuck this guy.
I'm guessing that hits. Yeah,
Yes.
so I
Roll damage.
now have 2d10.
Yeah.
16.
Vaporized.
Those who cannot fly, unless you're doing something special across this bridge, give me dex checks.
Oh,
Acrobatics
I
will
love
work.
those.
Yeah, acrobatics checks or dex if you don't have acrobatics.
I do acrobatics.
Oh
And-
boy.
I know it can fly, but like
Yeah, that lasts for 10 minutes.
Then yeah. Fuck you, bye.
You're still gaseous, actually.
Bye, yes.
That's a 9. I
Dorian,
rolled twice.
please.
I rolled disadvantage because remember,
No, that's on checks, not saves. Oh wait, this
said this
This
is
is
a
a
dex
check.
check.
This is a check. Sploosh. Sploosh.
What's down there?
You'll find out in a second. What was yours, Stella?
I haven't rolled yet. I've been scared.
Please do.
Roll, stop,
12.
roll.
I made it.
12?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
Wait, what was the DC?
13.
Oh. Sploosh.
So Carter, you watch as everyone, you're like, careful guys, this is greased. And immediately all of them, just 3 stooges, walk on. Whoopity 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 whoosh. This is a pit where they throw alchemical and plant waste. Everyone takes 2 damage every round you're in here. And the effects of this very quickly rust and destroy any metal you have on your persons.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
What are
Let's
you doing
not
to
do
get out?
this.
So first of all, everyone take 2 damage. Acid if that matters.
I throw down a rope.
You're gaseous.
I mean the
I
poison.
go on the
instead.
other side. I'm not gaseous anymore.
Okay, you drop gaseous form? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so a rope is dropped. Does Carter have a
Yeah.
rope?
Carter. Yeah. I would think.
Where does Carter keep the rope?
You keep the rope.
I don't
Carter does not have a rope.
have a rope.
You're a cat.
I'm still flying, right?
You're still flying.
Yeah, I go down there and I'm like, someone hand me a rope.
I hand Carter a rope, but I also just like... I'm just
Why
gonna...
are you slapping your head?
Okay, I'm going to... I don't want any of our shit to get fucking dissolved in this shit. I'm getting us out of here. I don't care if this breaks stealth. I'm using the arms and climbing out.
With your rolls, you can pull Ophion, and if you give me a check, you can pull one other person out.
Alright, I'm just gonna give you a good old-fashioned athletics out.
Yep. And tell me
Guidance,
which of the
sir.
2 you pull out.
I'm closer to Zirye, so I go for Zirye first, and 10 plus guidance.
Yeah.
I hope you remember our return stick is metal.
Dorian,
Oh,
what are you doing
shit.
to get out?
It's
Shit.
magic. It should be preserved for
It is. Magic is more resistant. Dorian, what are you doing
more
to get out?
resistance. It'll be fine for a turn or 2.
A turn.
I mean, I can make an athletics check, which wouldn't be at disadvantage.
Go ahead.
Alright then. 16.
You pull yourself out of there.
Whoa,
I'm sorry, I helped the person I was closest to.
you're dumb.
It's fine. Anyway, you guys can peek into the next room. Stealth is actually not broken. And you see, it's very hard to see on the map because it's gray, but do you see like a something right here?
Yes.
Does anyone else see it?
That's a something. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys
It-
see clearly animate and kind of embedded into the rock is a skeleton of a large snake, like horse-sized.
Oh
You
god.
actually see what looks like the head priest of the kobolds is very gently like feeding it some raw meat, and these other 2 are just kind of standing around. They seem more like servants than guards. Stealth is not broken, and you get the feeling, based on the way this snake is looking around, let me actually roll perception for it.
Dice Man's not
Yep, I remembered immediately.
Also, just because we're in total darkness and it's been established, and we know I'm the human here, I'm going Visage of the Astral Self as well.
Okay, and Zirya, you have the goggles, so you're good. Okay, so you guys will see these pillars are covered in adornment and drapery. They're very fancily decorated. So much so that they actually provide cover if you're within 5 feet of them. However,
So if
as
you're within 5 feet of a pillar, you have cover?
Yeah. As you're approaching, this snake you see goes... And in Orlanora, you hear... I smell... something long forgotten. It's looking around. It clearly doesn't have great eyesight.
God damn
But
it,
it knows
Stella.
you're somewhere here.
Stella, do
How-
not get into the fight.
This is not... So yeah, you guys have a choice of how you approach this.
Stay back, Stella.
Let's rush it. We can just rush it.
No, you have the egg of war. It obviously fucking smells it.
Is-
No, it just
Is
smells
that
people.
bone?
Something
That
ancient
bone
and
thing-
lost and forgotten. Oh, I wonder fucking what the fuck that was. Unless
Didn't
we're
say
talking
anything
the
about
old
ancient. It
shit.
just says long forgotten.
Yeah, what's long forgotten, Stella?
Well, it could be long forgotten for the snake, since it's bone.
No, it's the fucking egg. Stella, stay back.
You're the one being super paranoid, but all right. I have a gun.
You get the feeling the way it licked its lips with like a wisp of a mummified tongue. It smells people. It likes the smell of people.
Yeah,
It's a cannibal.
So, still,
It
my-
eats
my
people.
It's not cannibal. It's a fucking snake. Cannibal is what if it eats its own kind,
Or-
which is Ovion.
We don't know if it's not another snake cannibal, but that's not the question here, and let's not go here. Also, is this snake wearing anything metal? I know
No,
it's
it is just bones. It's actually partially embedded to the rock. It's actually hanging over the pit. So you get the feeling it can't move, and if you destroyed the wall behind it, it would just fall into whatever's down there.
Great to know.
And these kobolds will actually run off. They don't want to. They're servants. They don't want to fight. This one, the high priest is looking around. So, what are you guys doing? I'm getting rid of turn order for a little bit because this is more of a stealth area.
I need to
Also-
figure this out quickly because I need to head off to bed soon.
Okay.
this
Hmm.
kobold wearing anything metal?
Yes.
What do you? All right. I can cast heat metal on that one, and
Get the
that'll
feeling
solve
that
that.
kobold isn't the threat.
yeah, but you know what? Those are the two things I can do something about. Heat metal's funny, okay?
Okay.
So unless someone is gonna get a dagger lodged into the snake, there's not much I can do.
Well, from this distance, what are you guys doing?
Can I fly over to here?
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
No problem.
I'll roll it for you because remember, Dice Maiden's not working.
Thank you.
Did I miss anything fun?
You just hate me.
My dice don't like you. What's its perception? Fortunately, my
It's-
dice hate everything, apparently.
You got a 19.
I got a 6 on my perception.
That was
Yeah, it's looking around. Doesn't seem to know where you are, Carter. Anyone else, where are you planting yourselves?
Oh, can I do one more thing?
sneaking over here.
Sure.
Oh, never mind.
What are you doing?
I'll save it for
Right
later,
here.
when somebody fucks up.
Alright.
All right, we also got to roll stealth.
Not unless you move beyond the every time you move between pillars, give me a stealth.
So moving to the first pillar, I'll roll.
Be careful. Roll
Well,
for. Remember to
What are you rolling?
traps.
You don't
Get
have
to
to
the
roll
first pillar.
stealth until you move beyond the first pillar.
All right. Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah,
So
Sophie, I'm
Ophion
with
is
me.
still
Yeah, Ophian's with you.
Nice.
Very cool.
Assuming
Oh yeah,
these-
I'm with you.
Cool.
Too many tabs open. This is the way to
Just let me know where you want to be at, and I will move accordingly.
Please
I know.
don't.
Do
Uh,
not rush this.
I know Carter doesn't
Don't
want me
rush
to
him.
do anything, but consider
Just
that's
don't
Carter.
stand directly next to it so that I get eaten, okay?
I will not get you eaten. Do not worry. I
I'm this
will.
close to just outclassing you.
What, Carter? She hasn't done anything.
Yet.
What?
I literally
Calm
have
down,
done nothing.
please.
You are being.
Alright.
Aaron, I thought Carter
no-
didn't like me.
I'm scared!
There's no
Alright,
reason
well,
to
I'm
be.
figure I'm gonna move
scared.
to the next.
I'm
I'm gonna move to the
Stella.
next pillar. I'm gonna actually move to the next pillar, so I'm
Okay.
gonna actually now roll
I'll use your 11 for that one.
plus. This plus 4, so 15.
There you are, morsel. And it'll open his mouth and give me a dex save.
Alright. I'll add my
Thankfully
dex
it's a
to
save
that.
it not check.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
that's
God.
not
Total.
good.
As it opens its mouth like a Tesla coil, you just see this arc of lightning shoots out from it.
And I.
29 electric damage.
Oh.
That is not.
Dorian, I'll move first. Oh God. Okay,
It's not good.
Who else is doing stuff?
Well, it knows we're here, so
How do you want to handle this, Sufyan?
I would rather avoid conflict, but we're going to have to come back through. Well, actually, we're not going to have to come back through here on the way out, so. Are we going to sneak by?
I don't think we're sneaking by this thing.
Yeah.
I think it's in our best interest to kill this thing before it kills us.
Yeah, killing it is.
In that
Good
case, we
option.
should try and all attack to overwhelm it.
I'm on the same page. Do you want to spread out to different sides of the pillar so it can't hit us both? I'll stay close by you so I can grab you in case anything goes awry.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ophion and I are very temporarily separating.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know whose turn it is right now.
There's no turn order. Just if you want to do something, tell me.
Oh,
And while we're separated,
let
I'm...
me move here.
Sure. I'm gonna roll stealth for you.
Okay. I hate you.
I'm
You're
sorry.
going to...
You see me pressing the button.
I know, but like, this is like.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see it
What
going
the
for
fuck?
Carter, I'm gonna open fire.
What was that for? Oh my god.
That was your dex save.
That was my death save. Oh my
Ah!
god.
That was
21 lightning damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
you-
as soon as I see it go for Carter, I'm just gonna open fire directly at the head.
How many damage did I get?
You haven't been counting your health?
I have, but I just remembered that.
You took 9 damage earlier from
Yeah,
the
I'm
fire.
dead, guys.
You're down. Okay. Carter goes down. You see that lightning bolt just arcs into Carter, and the flying cat just onto the ground.
Yeah, as soon as I see it even aim at Carter, I'm just like guns blazing full.
Priestess, fetch me my food. And you see the kobold will actually start running. It's gonna go finish the job if no one stops it.
Yeah, literally as soon as it even aims at Carter, I pull out the gun and take 2 shots at the snake.
Okay.
It's not the snake. You should be ready.
What's the range on your gun?
60 feet. I already know I'm in range.
What the fuck gun are you using?
It was the pistol.
What pistol are you using?
It was the 4-shot pistol you gave me. It was the one from the very article you showed me.
Is it?
It
Okay.
misfires on the 1, has a reload of 4, and is a 60-240 range.
Okay. All right. They changed gun rules, so I'm more used to the current ones. All right. Roll damage.
Do both of those hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not moving. Oh, actually, no. Only the 15 hits. It's not moving,
then
but it is made.
I will actually spend a key point on fuck what the fuck is this feature called?
The thing
I
that
forget what it's
that
actually
can
called,
turn
but
a
monks
mist
have a
into
thing when they miss with a when they miss with a monk weapon. They
Is your
can
gun a
spend a
monk
key
weapon?
point to get. Yes, I can make my gun a monk weapon.
Okay.
I can spend 1 key point to give my I can spend a number of key points up to 3 to give myself a +2 to hit per point spent, potentially turning a miss into a hit.
Okay. Meanwhile,
So
anyone
both
else
of them
doing
hit.
anything?
Get a healing word card up.
20 points of damage on the snake.
No.
And
Okay.
because I used a key point on my turn, I can use my bonus action to attack with a monk weapon.
Okay.
14 misses, and I can use another point to make that into a hit.
Okay.
Already in action to attack this kobold right here once it gets within range of Carter.
All right. Then with that,
So a total of 30 points of damage between
Ophion, are
all
you
3
doing
attacks.
anything? Ophion and Dorian, you both have actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word to heal up Carter a little bit, so it's D4 plus a D8
3 health
plus
back.
plus what? 8.
Oh, 8 health back, and you're alive again, Carter. You see this creepy, like, priest kobold, like, scurrying towards you. With that, Ophion, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna firebolt the bone naga.
Firebolt? Okay.
Yes.
Definitely looks like a bone nugget, feels like a bone nugget, but it's not a bone nugget.
23.
Hit.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay. 2d10, 6 damage.
Okay, with
2,
that,
3.
its turn. It's gonna hold a spell for the next time it sees a person. With that,
No,
turns.
I'm not moving.
Who's going first?
I mean, if no one else is moving, I'm taking more shots on this thing.
Okay, wisdom save.
Cool. Nat 20.
Okay. Nope. Not you. It cast a spell in your direction. You think it missed.
Yeah. Fuck you. That's a 13 and a 13. I can
Miss.
spend, I can spend 2 key points to bump those both up to 15s and make them both hit.
Okay.
And take 1 more attack as a bonus action. That's a 13. That misses, and I don't have enough key points to fucking do that shit. That's
Okay.
fine.
So how much damage total?
Rolling it up. 9 points of damage total. So, last round was 30. This round was 9.
Finish him.
1 shot through each eye.
Alright. With that, it kind of... And you see the skull will actually fall off, and you hear ding, 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 as it falls down that pit. Seeing this kobold... and runs away. With that, Zirye, you may take a breather and let the rest of the party progress for a while.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Let me know how it all goes.
Sure, I'll tell you when you and Droggy are the only survivors.
Alright. Good luck,
Okay.
yo.
With that, you are free to explore this ruin.
Stella's just gonna, like, kind of just drop cross-legged after that and just, like, take a quick, like, deep breath in, deep breath out. God damn!
You're a bit worse for wear there, Carter.
You know what? I just thought of something.
You got that right.
I should kill someone. But that's not
the thing I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I got a magic thing. I could have asked if this was the right temple. I could have asked that.
While the rest of the party is investigating, would you like to ask that?
No, I'm gonna let them finish investigating and see if that green temple had anything to do with anything.
Okay, so where would you guys like to investigate? By the way, these two shadowy rooms in the back don't
I'm
exist.
just gonna lay here. Stella,
Yeah.
try not to die, and if you die,
My first thought is to just at least take a peek in the pit. Careful.
Darkness. Your dark vision doesn't see to the bottom of it.
Not even with fuck. What's the range on my dark vision? 120 feet.
Nope.
Deeper than 120.
Mm-hmm.
That's a deep pit.
Yes.
hey, that's what they say about me.
I don't like that.
We all heard that. Let's talk about it.
yeah. I think at this point, Stella's just gonna look around for anything interesting. Just honestly, probably gonna check out what's going on up here, because there's definitely some shit going on over here.
There is a coffin. Large. Clearly for a bigger creature than you.
And is there anything up with this shit over here? Like the statue behind it.
You see what looks like a statue of a hydra. As there's a multi-headed serpent thing.
Maybe we should have brought the egg here.
I'm gonna cast a 3rd level fucking healing word on myself.
I'm going to
Actually,
finally
instead of-
cast Mage
instead of-
Armor.
Instead of busting out all our
That's
healing
fine.
spells now, how do we
15.
feel about taking a short rest here?
Something to remember. There was an entire clan of kobolds that you didn't murder. They are 100% going to warn whoever the winged guys were flying off to meet.
I told you.
But it's gonna take them much.
It's going to take them a lot longer. You don't know how much time you have. Do you want to take a short rest?
We can't afford not to.
Alright, short rest. Anyone can
I mean,
restore-
unless that someone wants to object, if someone really wants to object to that, I'm fine, but
No, obviously you're the leader. So
I'm gonna use
I'll-
Arcane Recovery
Why
to
is
recover
Carter
my
so
3rd
salty?
level spell slot.
Carter's just a very salty kitty right now.
yeah, you're in no position to be denying a rest right now, kitty.
Alright, how many hit points do you want to spend? Hit die. You roll hit die to regenerate.
I
You
know.
have... Okay. You have 6.
Also,
How many?
Spend 3.
when you use your hit die to recover, you get an extra d6 because of Song of Rest. Because I'm a bard.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna spend 1 then.
I'm gonna spend 1 hit die then,
So Carter, get back 17 health.
which means 2.
Are you, are you keeping track of your health?
No.
Please do that. So Dorian, how much did you heal Carter for last time?
It was 8.
I'm at
8.
full.
8.
So you currently have 25 hit points.
So, because of the bard, I roll 2d6.
What's your
I'll
total?
roll 3.
Oh, so you're at 23 hit points. You're back to full.
Okay,
Carter.
I'm back to full. I'm back to full.
I'm rolling
Can you
3,
regenerate
so
your spells?
I am using Arcane Recovery to regain my 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And at the end of the long rest, I will cast Maid's Armor, so I actually remembered to cast Maid's Armor.
Yeah.
With that, where would you guys like to investigate? And if you're investigating something specific, give me an investigation check.
I mean, I would like to... You said these 2 rooms in the back don't exist,
They
right?
don't exist. That's just part of the map.
So there's these 2 side areas. There's the area surrounding the pit where the Bone Naga was, and then there's the coffin.
Yep.
I would like to investigate where the Bone Naga was.
All right.
11.
It was built into the wall. You don't know how deep the pit goes.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm gonna investigate this coffin.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Investigation of the greatest, but hey, let's 13.
All right. You find 50 gold worth of gems and 2 potions.
Hey, Ophion, do you
Hmm?
wanna
Oh wow.
do you want to do the investigating with me? And I can just use you as I can just be your meat shield.
Sure.
Arcana or
Cool.
medicine, by the way, to figure out what the potions are, or just insight, not insight. Identify.
Okay, so Ophion and I collectively are going to investigate. Is this one okay?
Oddly enough, Arcana Medicine are the same thing for me. So I'll just fucking let's roll medicine. 7. No, I have no idea what potions these are.
It's liquid.
Liquid that do a thing in you.
Anyone else want to Arcana medicine it?
I can medicine it.
I
13.
can Arcana it. 16.
Here, I'll check it out. It says nope, Ziria can't check it out. With a 16, however, that beats the DC. These are sleeping droughts. You get the feeling they were fed to the bone naga. They have a very low DC to put you to sleep. They're not meant to be like a sleeping poison. They're meant to help one go to sleep. Their main effect are that once you've drank them, for the next 10 minutes to 1 hour, depending on a die roll, you are blind, but you are immune to magic. So spells cannot affect you, but you can't see.
That's
This
pretty
may
good.
be useful.
So mark down that you have 2 of those, and mark down what they do, because I actually don't have item cards for these things, I think.
Alright, Ophion, you want to check out this one?
Sure.
I am volunteering as the meat shield in case there's anything bad for the
Yep.
ones Ophion checks out.
It's another 16.
Alright. I typed that down. Also, these are great these would be great potions from Velistrom with blind sight.
They
Sure
block
would.
all sight. They would block your blind sight. You are completely blind while you have it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
With that, what were
a
the
fighter immune to
investigation
magic.
checks for this side of the thing?
You got a 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
should I roll another one?
Okay, with a 16, you find... There's more in this room.
I
Okay.
didn't mean to double tap that.
You find 200 gold worth of gems. And an Amazonite serpent. Figurine of wondrous power.
I'm gonna collate the gold. I'm gonna collate the golden gems.
So you can divide amongst 6 what 2,500 gold is.
Amazonite golden serpent.
And I'll send the item card of the serpent once I find it. Shit, I don't have it. I'll send it to you after the session, okay? But basically, it's a figurine of wondrous power. So once per day, you can spend an action to turn it into a small venomous snake. This one shares your commands, and it speaks and it understands common.
Would you like that, Ophion?
What does it do again?
You can create a venomous serpent that
turns into a
understands your
snake
commands and is loyal to you once per day. So you can the snake can make more snakes.
Sure.
Would you
I'll take the snake.
Would you like a snake for your troubles?
I'll take the snake, I guess.
Alright, with that, that's all that seems to be in these treasure rooms.
Except the big coffin.
Yeah.
Is there any other, like, passageways or anything, or is it just...
But as you're examining the big coffin, one of you kind of moves the lid. It's not a coffin, it's a tunnel.
I had a feeling. Ah,
So do you guys crawl down the coffin tunnel?
Obviously,
Oh, this.
that's where the plot's going.
How far down can I see?
It's twisting, so about 10 feet before the tunnel curves.
Yeah, let's lead the way, I guess. Let's do it.
Why are you leading the way?
Because she can see the furthest.
Yeah, I can see the furthest.
How about
As you lead all the way down, you will come to a subterranean pool. In the middle of it, you see what looks like a sinkhole. You actually see this is where the pit feeds into, so you actually could have just jumped down the pit if you wanted.
Oh, that would have ended well.
Yeah. And it seems like all of the water in this area is just slowly draining into something. There's a small whirlpool in the middle of that.
That
And
motherfucker.
And you see, kind of examining the skull of his brother, is another bone naga. He looks... You can't really read much expression on a skeleton. That skeleton's pissed.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I haven't noticed you guys yet, though.
I mean, I'm assuming that he can't see us from here.
Nope.
I'm going to do my Tales from Beyond while we have a second.
Of course.
Why not? We have a second. 9.
What? Oh, 9. I'm sure that's a fun one.
Actually, it is. This
What?
requires someone to get at least within 30 feet. Also, it's a snake. It's probably not immune to being prone, but there's damage with that, so that's good.
Alright. How do we want to tackle this thing? This thing can probably detect us.
Give me an Arcana
60
check.
No.
Or a perception check, that would work as well.
Nat 20.
You
17
roll
on
already.
perception.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's true.
17 on perception.
Okay. Yeah. Weirdly enough, as you were kind of like looking at the whirlpool, you can almost see candles at the bottom of it.
Here.
Have to get closer. Make lesser tales of that.
The waters are murky. You get the feeling no matter how close you are, unless you jump in, that's what you're seeing.
And
I just had a troubling realization that we'll wait for later, but you know. Tomatoes, potatoes. We've got
bone
bigger fish.
nagas? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, no, I know the same thing.
So how are we gonna deal with this thing?
Well, we know what happened last time at range. Do we have any kind of cover?
No, there's no cover in this area.
So at best, he can't see us.
I could probably get up
and-
to him pretty quickly. I just do not want to take one of those lasers to the face. Damn it, I wish I had...
I can make you invisible again and get as close as possible.
If I could get up close to it, I could certainly do some damage, but I don't know if that's worth to do now. There might be more deadly things ahead.
I have more spell slots.
You think it's worth it?
It's a second level spell slot.
Ophion, do you like this idea?
What's
could
the
work.
idea?
And Invis up behind him and then just give him the old 1-2?
Okay.
Big good old nothing personnel kid.
Alright.
You ready?
Alright.
We doing this?
Yeah, let's go. Tap you. You're away over the candle, and once again, you become invisible.
Alright. Put Ophion in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for stealth.
Your stealth.
That is a 21.
We'll follow you a little bit further behind, but we'll follow you.
Stay back. No, just stay back here. Don't have a good feeling about you guys getting any closer unless this thing starts to attack.
You get caught on your own. That's the worst case scenario.
I know, but I don't want you two getting caught out on your own either. I'm fast enough where I can outrun this thing.
Wait for you to get much closer, then I'll approach. Just notify us somehow.
Aye. Let me know if there's any point where I start to get, like...
Doesn't see you. God damn it. This is why I don't like Roll20. It rolls for shit for me.
Do I have to leap across any of this, or...?
You're a monk. You do.
Okay.
You're a mug. You're fine.
Linking to Ophion. Is it time? That's within 10 feet, right? That's the 10 feet distance?
Yeah.
Mine look Ophion. Do we do it now?
Let's go.
On my count. 3, 2, 1. Arms out, flurry of blows.
You
And
know
with
it's
that-
all I'm casting. You don't have to.
With that, I run in as well.
Just,
You don't have to.
Coordinated
it's almost
surprise.
midnight. It's almost midnight. You finish this thing off. It's very low health. And
You
it's
know.
actually-
Oh, it's already
like,
injured?
that's right.
But it's weaker than the one up top because it relies on rolling good perception to see you guys and lay down some curses before you get it within range. You kill it very quickly.
Invisibility and bad perception
Now,
really
not
fucked
being
over.
able to roll above a 6, that's its problem.
Yeah, we kind of just snuck up on it and just, nothing. Personnel kid. Alright,
Alright.
so are there any other paths besides down?
You don't know.
Alright, let's,
Searching around, it kind of seems like this area was built with just as like a water room. There's no other tunnels here.
Alright. Is it time for me to take the plunge then?
Come on, Carter.
I mean, we could see the
Right.
candles down there, so it must
Ready
be
to
at least
drag you?
kind of dry.
Oops. Okay. So, yeah, looking through, you can vaguely see like candlelight. It's more like little motes of light at the bottom of the whirlpool.
The fact that there's some kind of light down there gives me good hope. So, do you want me to check it out first and make sure the coast is clear?
Not looking forward to taking a dip.
I really think somebody who's hoarding a really powerful magic item shouldn't be the one who's going first for everything. But that's just me.
I really think the best swimmer should go first, but you know.
Did the cat just offer to jump into the lake?
The cat offered to go in the water first? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sure, if it means to keep you from like stepping
Be
in
my
the puddles
guest.
first.
Go on in.
Alright, Carter, there's a whirlpool below you. What do you do?
I push Druggy in.
d20. I'll roll a d20 for you. This is the only time I roll above a 10. Yeah. You see Draggy. Carter. You hear a splash. You son of a bitch! As his heavy armor weighs him down in the whirlpool. And he's gone.
Stella immediately jumps in after Draggy, like not even waiting.
Alright, Stella. As you jump in through the water, you kind of push through the muck for a moment. It's not so much swimming as much as like dragging yourself through a layer of mud. And then you pull through air. And you look around. You're in a fountain, like a koi pond fountain. And looking around, you see you're surrounded by the halls of a library, lit by eternal blue candles.
How far down am I?
You have now entered the Mage's Bane Sanctum.
Oh shit. How far down what did I have to swim for that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Does it?
Doesn't matter. Does it matter for mind link? Because I just want to mind link back to
You're on
Ophion.
a different plane. You cannot. Your mind link is broken.
Oh.
Alright.
Can I?
Alright, Carter. We can't be left here alone. So apologize in advance. I'm going to gently pick up Carter.
What?
And before Carter can realize, jump in the water with Carter.
And yes, with that, you all, one by one, sploosh into the whirlpool and end up in the Mage's Bane Sanctum of the Astral Sea. The rest of the dungeon, which we will see next time. By the way, don't restore health points or get your spells back. You're only in part 1.
Yep.
I'm so glad we took that short rest. Holy fucking shit. I'm so glad we took that short rest. Also, can we talk about how that giant snake was a fucking bone naga the whole time?
Yeah.
I
forgot who
like,
said
giant
bone naga.
snake. Giant bone snake. I see. I'm like, that's a bone naga.
Well, the one in the way distance is not a like revived bone naga. It's just fossils.
But you know, that doesn't bode well.
I know what Jess is worried about because you don't want to make a naga angry of any kind because they remember and they always come back.
And the thing is, they had that gong there.
Warn the lesser dragons.
Warn the lesser dragons.
I do not want to piss off like an actual naga.
Kobolds think that anything kind of like a reptile is a dragon. Kobolds aren't smart. They're definitely out here worshipping bone nagas thinking they're dragons.
Or whatever made the bone nagas.
Let's not me whatever made the bone nagas.
Let's not... I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think
remember,
about that.
The bone nagas weren't guarding this temple to keep you guys out.